Oh. Well, after numerous little difficulties, this is the beginning of session 19 of Pokerole. And my goodness, it's been a bit of a day for several of us. Oh well. How's everybody? I guess I should... what's that?
I'm swell.
I guess I should finally explain the black tile. So, Kara, this was a reminder tile. I put extra work into this. Why did you do that? I put that...
Oh, I forgot about the money up until this moment. Good job.
Well, speaking of things we forgot. Wait, I do have another tough point.
Yes, that was fixed.
I fixed it for you, yeah. I got that fixed. Yeah, so there was, yeah. When Ralph increased his strength, he forgot to give himself a new tough point, but I got that fixed in post. Didn't fix the money issue, though. We were going to fix that this stream. So basically, we completed a mission last session, or was it 2 sessions ago? Whatever. Regardless, we turned it in last session, and we never got paid for it. We did get, it was like a D rank mission or something. I think it was, yeah, D rank.
You guys got the rank points.
Yeah, we got the rank points.
The accolades. I just forgot to hand out your allowances in case you guys felt like buying anything.
Money was, I mean, this is why Tucker had to spend his only gold to get that polka doll for the daycare. Because he didn't have money. He should have had money, but he didn't. It's okay, though. I'm actually happy he spent his gold on that. So, on that note, what sort of money should we be having? I'll hand it out. Or you can hand it out.
100 to everybody. I know that doesn't seem like much, but...
That sounds pretty accurate for one mission. That's still 400, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Doop.
And the other thing is, there's less currency-based benefits that come away from this mission as a whole.
Yes.
Also, I probably should be giving you guys, like, bits of money here and there.
I mean, it's whatever the DM wants. I put it in your stacks, Brooke and Ralph.
Nice.
And, and Riley. There we go.
Yeah,
my non-existent stacks of money.
Actually, you guys are fairly rich. Wow.
They have not spent much of their money, but
yeah, Ralph
fortunately
mostly
for me,
spent his on food.
235 for him and 321 for Brooke. Wow. Okay.
Plus the gold bar.
Plus the gold bar. Brooke is rolling in the cash.
Yep.
Does this town have any tiny river seeds? Probably. To buy? I think so. I think that came up before.
Reviver seed. Hang on.
Also, hopefully all this... Does everything sound good for, like, audio and music bounce streamers? I'm a little off-kilter today, I bet, so, I guess I'll get rid of this. I put an unnecessary amount of effort drawing this. Why did I do this? Because it's cute, that's why.
It's fine. You can keep that, because...
No. Okay.
Well,
should I... we could need to use it again?
Well, I mean, we aren't going to need it to be... You can probably just put it in trash.
Yeah, I'll just
other
put it... Yeah,
ink.
we got that. There we go. Speaking of art... Rocky is already throwing me off kilter with a picture, so here you go. Let's see what he got. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
It's a bit JPEGgy, but I like it. We're not going to Lively Town just yet, but maybe in the distant future.
Yeah, he's looking.
I like it though. Thank you, Rocky.
Like mid-song, like song.
I'm in the middle of a Disney music song in the middle of the film.
Oh, goodness. Now I'm just imagining when y'all first see Sea Spray.
Oh boy. I look forward to it.
I feel like Ralph would have a comedic throwaway song about food towards the beginning.
And I'd punch him.
Oh, dude, like Charlotte's Web when the rat sings about all the fucking junk food he's gonna eat.
Oh dear, I forgot about Templeton.
So let's see. Quick recap. We had a week of doing our own things again, doing jobs and stuff in preparation while waiting for a big trip to happen. And there was 2 things that needed to be done, or Tucker needed to do when the session started today. You guys may remember he had a private talk with Brooke, a couple actually, and details of that are secret, but the 2 of them bonded, you could say. Tucker opened up about his problems a bit, like what he went through. So, but Tucker also was going, in addition to doing daycare for that week, he was also going to find time to actually speak to every party member one-on-one. That was sort of a goal of his. So, how should we segue that, Car? He has no idea.
I blanked briefly because I got distracted by something that was on my mate's laptop. As usual, the DM is distracted.
You really are a fox. Like a Jolteon, sometimes.
Hey, if it's shiny, must pounce.
Talkie
Which includes myself, because I'm shiny.
No, to be fair,
God.
wait, you are? I didn't know that, actually.
Well, I'm not a normal color, therefore I'm shiny.
Radioactive.
I guess that's fair.
Okay, now there's 2 different songs going on in my head at once, and they don't work.
You're welcome. Don't you sing it out loud.
Oh, please don't. We don't need to get...
I'll get us copyright stuff.
Beerus said Talkie Tucker. Now, yeah, if you think about it, Tucker's one of Tucker's biggest issues has just not been communicating enough sometimes. So, this is also part of the reason he's made an effort this week of everybody doing their jobs. Just kind of pull people aside, pull the other party members aside when there's time for it, to just have a talk to them. Obviously, he wanted to talk to Brooke about really personal stuff, but he also has reasons to talk to both other party members too. So, Riley and Ralph, who would Tucker be talking to, you think, first during the week? Which
Probably
one of you?
not me.
I think he'll end off with you. Probably would. Tucker would be the most intimidated talking to Riley. So, okay. Of course, we have to remember Ralph spent his week doing. What did Ralph do again, Ralph?
Translation work.
Yes, translating the ruins and the tablets and whatnot that's come from the Claydol Karen.
Yes. So, and also, Car, we did have a conversation about what Ralph noticed from the daycare because of. You want to go over that for the public?
Ralph noticed from the day. Can you tell it's been a while since I thought about this?
It's okay. I'll go ahead and I'll fucking lead this off. I'll pretend to be the DM for a little bit here. So
I'm sorry.
it's okay. So basically, Ralph worked at sort of like a side building. He wasn't working at the clubhouse for his translation stuff, but he would oftentimes during the week he reported back to Pangoro a lot to report his findings. And in the process, of course, Pangoro's office is basically directly adjacent to the daycare area. They're both on the same floor. So numerous times during the week, Ralph came by when Tucker was doing daycare and kind of, Ralph's an observant sort. He noticed how Tucker was doing, and Tucker during his daycare stint, Tucker had slipped into his more feral state here and there with the kids. Just to, much like you guys, of course, can't forget when he played tug of war with the rock ref during his first daycare stint. Well, despite Pango Django's warnings about not going too far into that, Tucker nonetheless was having a good time with the kids, and Ralph noticed. Well, what did Ralph notice actually? Tell us, Ralph. I'm gonna put everybody on the spot today. That's the rule.
I believe it was that Ralph noticed that Tucker was chunking back up, being more like his old self.
Yeah, kind of cheering up, and being fairly puppy-like, and kind of letting himself go and, you know, romp around with the kids and stuff, much like they were romping around. And, I'm sorry! I hope you're not half asleep. Are you feeling okay, Car?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I promise. It's not like my game last week where I actually sort of fell asleep at the computer for a little bit.
Oh.
That was my own fault.
Aw.
They tried to stop the game and like, no, I'm here.
But, so, some point during the week, probably when both Ralph and Tucker's quote-unquote shifts are over, Tucker's probably going to catch Ralph, well, probably outside at some point. Or maybe just wherever. And, oh, Josh. Now I have to remember, now I'm the one with a bad memory because I can't remember exactly what they were going to talk about. Do you remember, Tubby?
Were they not gonna talk about what happened to Tucker?
Well, Tucker is comfortable, really only comfortable telling Brooke about the details of that. But I do remember. I do remember what Tucker was going to say. So, all right, Kars, could you lead us into this? This is weird for me to kind of DM.
It's okay. So Ralph and Tucker sort of step outside the clubhouse. It's after their shift, so it's early mid-afternoon. There are plenty of other Pokemon milling about, so Tucker pulls Ralph aside a bit, as much as Tucker is capable of pulling someone aside with 4 legs. So that they can have a chat that's slightly more private. Taking care to stay away from any windows, but thankfully towards the side where the bar would be in the building, there aren't any windows.
Alright. So what's up, little guy? You want to talk to me? It seems important.
Tucker would wriggle a little bit. He's in better spirits, and it's clear to Ralph that he is. And Tucker would express, I wanted to apologize to you. I'm sorry for fighting. I'm sorry for fighting Riley. I know that I made everybody really upset.
Yeah, maybe more confused than upset, but, I understand.
That wasn't the only thing, though. I don't spend enough time talking to you, I think. I used to think you were just taking everything silly, but now I see you're actually really smart, and I want to depend on you more.
I don't know how seriously I was taking things at first either. And to be honest, at first it was really, really hard to focus on anything but food. I guess that's what being a munchlax does to you. I can think more clearly now, so that's good.
That's good. Tucker kind of wiggles.
So we still have no idea how or why we're here. Which bothers me a little bit, but I'm sure we figure it out.
Yeah, it just takes time, I think. But thanks for being there for me. I can tell you're being really dependable lately, and I want to be more dependable too.
Yeah, we really are becoming more of a team. Instead of just, the 4 guys who happen to get stuck together. Like the last 4 people who don't have a group in the classroom.
And that's pretty much all I had to say, actually. Or all Tucker had to say.
I remember what I was supposed to do.
So by the way, who's you been sweet talking for extra portions? Cause you've been really bulking up lately, and I kind of want to get in on that. Whatever you're getting your extra meals.
Tucker goes a bit wide-eyed when this is brought up, and sort of goes a bit blushing, looking down at his belly. Perhaps he didn't really notice this, but he has been gaining weight. He looks up with a bit of a stammer. Well, I've just been asking Rise for any extra scraps, and he's clearly very embarrassed talking about it, but well, I wonder if actually Karserus, I wonder if Ralph could be aware of hold on a second. I gotta privately message Car this, and I'll let DM decide what to do with this information. So 1 second.
Good, because I remember the thing I promised to let you have.
I don't remember, so that's probably fine.
I remember. I remember.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, this was part of this, but anyways, here. You could do, honestly, I don't know if, here, so I just threw something at Karserus in private. I don't know if Ralph's aware of this. It depends on timing and perception, really.
Ralph. So, even doing translation work, occasionally you aren't eating in the office. So, give me... an insight survival alert. And please roll that for me 3 times.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, so first day, nope. Second lunch day, nope.
Oh, okay then.
Well,
Sad.
unfortunately, yeah, sad. Unfortunately, Ralph does not know this.
Well,
He's too distracted by hungry by the time he's actually down in the quote-unquote cafeteria area that is the bar.
Indeed.
so he's not aware of the little
No,
events.
he is not.
Okay.
No,
well,
he is not.
Ralph
He's also too distracted by Rise.
Ralph is aware that Tucker is not finishing his statement. That much is probably obvious, but it's clear that Tucker is not going to completely give the full answer unless otherwise convinced or sweet talked, perhaps.
Well, Ralph press the.
Also, how will Ralph press this if he does? It's clear that Tucker is not distressed talking about it, just embarrassed.
So, what you been doing, like tricks or something for the extra treats or something silly? He gives the belly a slow, gentle scritch at first to see if to see if it doesn't make him uncomfortable, and if it doesn't, he goes full belly rub and is like,
Oh no.
Yo,
Oh no.
Yo,
What are you do? What is Rise doing?
who's been filling up your belly, huh? Who's been filling it up as he gives the belly rub, like who's been filling it up? Who's been filling it? Who's been filling it?
Oh my god.
This Rise legit attacking him from behind.
Yes. I don't think legit, but
Well, Rise comes up from behind, sees that Ralph is kind of, quote unquote, abusing Tucker, and he just starts bapping on his head like cats do to people. Sometimes it's just like bap, 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 bap.
Oh, right. Me and Tucker were just going over some, battle maneuvers,
Rise is giving Ralph a particular look, and he's just smiling slyly. You're not taking advantage of your teammate, no, are you?
No, he totally wanted to get belly rub. Do you want one? Please say yes, please say yes, please say yes.
There's a sympathetic expression on the Lifert's face as he sits back on his haunch. No. But your offer is appreciated.
Okay.
So, while Rise did kind of interrupt Tucker answering the question for Ralph nonetheless did get a reaction before this all before Rise managed to intervene. Ralph's question about doing tricks caused Tucker to go even more wide-eyed and even more blushy, because he had never actually considered the idea of doing tricks before, and that made him feel very odd. Not necessarily bad, but very odd. As far as those scritches go, Tucker does a weird little shudder when his belly side is scritched, raising one of his forepaws in sort of a hesitant, I'm not sure, but he actually pretty immediately relaxes and does not pull away from the proper belly rubs that he gets, until, of course, Rise interrupted things. It does not seem that Tucker was against it, though. Poor little guy is not sure about things like that still. But maybe coming around such attentions. In fact, he doesn't pay much attention to the conversation Ralph and Rise have, because he's just actually idle. He's just kind of idly panting a little bit from the belly rubs. Before he collects himself.
Well, just so neither of you forget, the trip is soon. Also, it is lunchtime, and neither of you are skipping a meal.
Oh,
Speaking
no,
of,
you
make
don't
sure that
have to
Riley
worry about
eats.
that.
Oh yes, Riley.
Speaking of, make sure that Riley eats. Angoro's orders. And Rise turns up his chin as he struts his way back into the club.
Yeah. No one gets like Rise. I was gonna say everything. No, he don't gotta worry about me skipping him.
Ralph, I'm having trouble understanding you. You're doing the mic thing again.
Oh, sorry.
I turned down the music a little bit to make it easier.
I said that he doesn't have to worry about me skipping a meal. Yeah, that's for sure. and before that, he commented that no one's dressed like Rise.
Tucker kind of sways a little bit, kind of refocusing as food is mentioned. Because admittedly, that does get his attention too, to some degree. Especially lately.
So, I wonder if that B-girl has any coffee left. There was while we were translating, this B-girl came around and gave us all coffee. It was the best. Sometimes he had hazelnut, and it was great. I hope he had some left.
That is a reference to something, but I wonder who will actually be able to pick that out. So if I were to say a burger, what would Tucker do? If you were to say a burger, that doesn't really. That's just a word, though. I mean, it's food, but. By the way, I tweeted about the game today. Oh, thank you, Kyrio. I don't know how long ago you said that, but thank you. Well, anyways, Tucker amiably breaks off from the conversation of Ralph that particular day. Kind of bashfully leaving without saying too much more after that belly rub, but he's not, again, he doesn't seem to be annoyed or put off by the belly rub, just sort of a little bit, like, not sure how to completely react to it yet. So, but it seems that Tucker is a bit warm about it, all the same. Why do I feel like Ralph will... I feel like Ralph will get him more and more into belly rubs at this rate.
Oh no, poor Tucker.
Oh no, poor Tucker. This is the terriblest thing.
Speaking of, Brooke is also going to be, Oh yes, that's right. Brooke, wait, please. I should have had you roll this.
Yep.
Insight survival alert. And please do that 3 times.
Oh, idle curiosity card. Did Tucker's weight go up at all?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how long it's been at 48.
Don't know.
I don't know either. What has it got up to?
Okay, so,
Go for the high score, try to get higher than Ralph.
well, leave it at 48 for now, because I think you may have bumped it up.
I might have. I can't remember. Maybe we did bump it up. Three Bears, let me know if the seed bump up already. It probably is already bumped up. Hell game's like
Anyway.
48!
Tucker's heavy.
Tucker's
Brooke
heavy.
notices, by the way, because Brooke is also working in the Pioneering Club, just with Blaze. Brooke notices on his lunch breaks that at least the first 2 times he gets a chance to see Tucker clearing tables.
Oh no.
Tucker is clearing tables of their scraps.
Oh, what a clever scam.
Oh no. Somebody did notice.
Oh no!
You know how cafes are. You know how restaurants are. Some people leave food on their plates when they leave. And you know how dogs are. When they see food on a plate on a table they could reach. So, nobody needed it. Right? Tucker is polite. He wouldn't steal people's food unless they're done with it, at which point, you know, it's just gonna be thrown away. So...
Speaking of...
Better on Tucker's waist than to go to waste.
Exactly.
Speaking of lunchtime, does Riley ever attend, like, his food times at the club?
Let's recap. What is Riley doing this week again?
Riley is training to learn Bone Club with Cubo.
Which I've evidently failed to do, because Carl didn't give it to me yet.
Not yet. You will have a chance. The Cubone is going on the trip. You can harangue them for more training time. If you want. Apparently, Brooke approves of Tucker's scandalousness and warns him to not get caught.
Oh no, Kyros. So Brooke just straight up calls it out while he's doing it. I'll write a text response to that as Riley has discussed.
Squints.
Imagine the Cubones training us. No, you're doing a swoosh. You need to do a swat like this.
That is exactly what the training is like, which doesn't help.
Worst teacher ever.
She is. Wait,
Okay, well, second worst teacher ever, I suppose. I got one worst teacher, but we don't talk about that.
Maybe Ralph could teach you metronome.
Dang it,
That
Gary. Also, please don't teach the Riolu metronome. That's a dangerous prospect.
I don't want to know metronome. My first roll of it, I'm gonna blow myself up. You all know this is exactly how it's gonna go.
If you somehow roll normal and then roll explosion, I will be concerned.
That's how it be with me. That's why none of my boss fights work when I'm DMing, because I just roll critical fails on everything all the time.
In any case, how frequently is Riley attending, like, the club? I know he's going back in order to sleep there because Lizard is there.
Yes. I mean,
Just realized I had no color.
he would eat.
Okay.
Good.
I have to ask because I know for some reason Riley has a penchant for starving himself, and he's not currently allowed to do so.
Not that I was told that. No one told me that.
No, I think that was brought up last session in game. Like, it was specifically...
Well,
Wasn't
it was
it?
not brought up last session, but it was brought up by Rise at one point in a previous session that Riley would be eating, and he's not allowing Riley to starve.
Yeah.
I
I'll
promptly
consider
ignored
this.
it like the same session.
Yes. However, it was also kind of implied by Pangoro that it would be better if Riley took care of himself to avoid anything bad happening. Also, I am not green. How dare you?
Radioactive Jolteon.
To be fair, you need a colored picture at some point. You do.
I do. I am blue.
Also this.
I have a reference pic of my Sona in my gallery now that's colored.
Oh.
I am that blue.
Did I missed this? I guess, or something, or maybe I just forgot. I'll check later.
This is also true. Brooke has also said you didn't want Riley to pass out while on the mission.
This
So Riley does need to be taking care of himself.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I think the general consensus around the whole team is that generally everybody needs to take better care of themselves than others at this point. So,
Riley's still down 6 kilos from starting weight.
So whereas
Or
he
not
is
6
losing
kilos,
weight,
3 kilos. Sorry.
well, he
6
is losing weight.
pounds.
Tucker's gaining weight in almost equal measure.
and so is Ralph too, if I recall.
Slow.
Ralph is a munchlax. This is to be expected.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if he's gonna be a Snorlax someday, he's gotta bulk up.
Needs
makes
to eat
sense.
that bacon.
It makes sense for a munchlax. So why Tucker's getting fatter is a little bit more of a mysterious thing.
Mysterious.
Well,
I'm doing air quotes.
mysterious. Well, I mean, it's because food's good for one, but also just maybe it has something to do with his new instincts and stuff.
In any case, about the end of the week, you all are sort of gathered together because it's almost time for the trip. And there's a very familiar voice that comes from the entrance to the club. Oh crap, I need to remember the voice.
It's really bad, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Damn it.
It's is it Rise's little stooge? Little kid?
Noibat? No? I just said it
No.
wasn't Noibat.
No, not only that. Rise's kid, the purloin. Or no, Rise is a purloin. The meow loin.
Okay, now you're confusing me.
Ralph, you have no idea what you're talking about. Just like Karthik.
Sarah, don't give Riley more ideas. Well, also, Elcam, you are correct. He was always a Pudgina. He's just getting a bit more of a Pudgina now. That's all.
Dude, you missed one of the images.
Of course I did.
Oh god. Yes, well, you gather that out. Hey, well, if it isn't my aspiring knights.
Oh boy. It is Zeal.
It is Prince Zeal, who is accompanied by 2 female pyro huntresses that look less than thrilled to be his babysitters. He also happens to have a flame-styled scarf around his neck.
Ooh. Snazzy.
Dad was kind of mad about me for the whole fiasco and how everybody was really worried and everything. But it's totally fine. Everybody's okay. See, you're all okay. I'm okay. My friend is okay. It's not like anything really bad happened. Right? He blinks, completely oblivious.
I'm
Still
gonna
smiling.
attempt to channel aura through the bone again to learn Bone Rush.
Cool.
Wow,
Go
he's
ahead and go ahead and roll your special fight channel.
I'm just gonna put chair over there. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
No, you do not learn Bone Club.
Where are we at, by the way? At the clubhouse, I assume.
Yes, you're all at the clubhouse. Your week of indentured servitude has come to an end.
Yay!
I know that's not the correct way to put it, but it's a good way to put it.
That's what internship is, right?
Kind
Yes, it is. But yes, Prince Seal just starts proudly in and sort of holds one forepaw up in a sort of a high five kind of motion or a greeting motion.
Ralph's gonna go and give him a high five.
of.
Yeah. Can't be
Yeah.
It's Prince Gil.
I can always count on my royal advisor.
Yes, indeed, your kindness.
Tucker also seems kind of hyped up to see the prince. After all, they had a good hunt together, so kind of sees him as a hunting buddy now.
By authority of the prince's advisor, it's cost 1 cupcake to talk to the prince.
Immediately leveraging your position.
I'm going to go over to the Munchlax and drag him away by his ear.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for grapple.
What the heck did I roll for grapple? Transfer brawl. Okay, I'm good at that.
Hey!
I want to roll to
Tucker.
resist.
What's that?
You want to roll to resist? Go ahead and roll an opposed grapple.
Oh god, it would be easy. I can't roll for shit.
Car, did you say Tucker? I thought you were saying something about Tucker.
Zeal was acknowledging Tucker's and Brooke's presence.
Yeah,
He doesn't
what?
necessarily need to acknowledge Riley's because he already sees Riley is striding up to him.
Yes, while Riley and Ralph are grappling, and Tucker just kind of wags and says, "What brings you around, Prince?"
Well, like I said, and one of the huntresses just sort of walks up to interrupt. Lord Zeal has determined the punishment for our prince for the behavior he displayed and the trouble that he caused. The other one heads up as well, looking specifically at Brooke this time. Our prince is to be under your care. Specifically, he is being treated as if he were any other pioneer. This punishment is to continue until the prince has, and I quote, learned a lesson. And the two Pyros look back at their prince and bow their heads to him. We will be going now, Lord Zeal. And they just leave. The prince seems totally okay with this.
Tough break, your highness.
It's fine. That'll let me come back. Eventually. I mean... It's not as bad as being stuck on the top of the house.
Why would you be stuck on the top of a house?
And the prince freezes up and starts to sweat a bit, doing the circular Litleo eye thing. Sorry, what were we talking about again?
You being stuck on top of a house.
I
Yo,
have
well-
no memory of this. You
Yo,
must
well,
be making up funny stories, Riley.
Yeah, well, Brooke was wanting to ask you something, but you weren't paying attention.
I'm sorry about that, Brooke. Everything. Anyway, Brooke tips his head. Wait, so you're joining Team Cheer? Well, not exactly. I guess my dad kind of wants me to because, well, you all help me, but Dad specifically said that I'm supposed to be a pioneer now. Which means I gotta listen to the guy in charge.
Oh, so you're an intern?
What's an intern?
Ralph smiles. What?
So it kind of means that you gotta do what the more experienced members tell you to. Stick with me, okay?
Whatever you do, don't stick with him.
Tucker is actually just kind of giggling at this conversation. He seems to have loosened up quite a bit about these sort of shenanigans.
Don't listen to every other under my sword.
Oh, he also asked if Prince Seal was going to come with us to Seaspray Town. I missed that one too.
Yes.
I need to keep voicing Kyrio Brooke's lines.
You
I'm
do.
sorry about
you
that.
do. You're good at it. Like that one.
Sounds like you should report to Pangoro then. Brooke says, waving off Ralph. But I just got here. Can I relax a bit and have some fun?
Oh no, you better talk to Pango Django. He'll be happy to see you, though. That's his name, by the way. His name is Pango Django.
Don't call him that. Don't call him that.
It's his name.
So
Don't
the first,
call him that.
the first thing
Dad.
Prince Zeal does along his way is he walks up to another pioneer and asks them where Pango Django is.
Yeah.
They immediately start snickering and point him up the stairs. Also, since you all are together, I'll let you interact a bit while I go eat ramen before it gets cold.
Okay, there's new pictures, by the way.
I love that picture.
I love
that.
That's pretty. I like it too. I like it too. It's so derpy, but I like it. Hello, Rick.
Oh man.
Well, Riley wants to talk to Pangoro, so he's gonna go up there.
This thing again.
Tucker seems to eye Riley as he goes upstairs, seeming to remember something himself. He... does he follow?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Does Riley mention what he's doing? Probably not.
No.
No. Then,
There's not a very large number of reasons why Riley would go upstairs.
yeah.
Considering that I don't think he can hurl himself out a window and really do anything aside from mildly inconvenience himself. Yeah.
What? Anyways. Yeah, Tucker would, passively, not secretly, but passively follow up after Riley.
Yeah, I'm not going back up the stairs just to go back down. I'm done for today. Oh yeah, we were eating breakfast. So do Riley and Tucker finish before they go?
I don't
yeah.
think I even started eating. Let's be
Oh,
honest
that's
here.
not good. Well, Tucker would just wolf down his food.
What? Hey, it doesn't mean I got my food yet.
No, I mean, Tucker would wolf down his own food. I mean, if you're not going to eat yours, though, I mean...
I'm gonna punch whoever eats my food.
Tucker will leave your food.
To distract Tucker from eating Riley, share the food. I could see Ralph doing that thing where he pretends to throw something. He chases after the imaginary object.
Oh, no. Wait, what are you going to do? Are you conjecturing here?
Yeah, conjecture.
Okay.
Like I could see Ralph doing the thing where
Oh my god, Kyrio.
Hey,
Riley
logic.
punched himself in the face once in the other campaign. Knocked himself unconscious.
But yeah, I'll put it this way. Tucker does finish his meal and then walk up after Riley whenever his... I guess there'd be a little bit of lapse of time. And I guess that's that. Not too much, though. Dogs can eat pretty fast. Have you seen a dog eat something they like? And he likes everything Rise makes, so you know.
It depends on the dog.
The good dogs. The goodest boys.
A good boy. Mimi, good boy.
Tucker will store leftovers? Oh my god, is that a held item in this? I can't remember.
Leftovers is a held item.
Oh my god, it is.
Darn good one in the game.
It is. Like one of the few I actually use. He's your problem now.
I love the terrifies.
So Karserus, whenever you're back, I want to go harass Pangoro.
Okay. Oh, wait, is leftovers really not a held item?
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I thought it wasn't.
Sad.
Oh, we could make it one.
I feel like it.
I mean,
Is-
as a...
Yeah, that is pretty broken. I feel like leftovers had some other effect, maybe.
No, I just did healing every turn. At the end of every turn, a little bit of healing. It's very powerful. You could roll. You could do a 1 in 6 chance of healing 1 HP. That's not a bad idea. Like make it a really low roll possibility. That could be a way of doing it, as LKM describes.
Well, knowing how often you all roll sixes. But that's fine.
Just an idea. We don't have to worry about it right now, but
High-end held item, the regenerating leftovers.
don't do anything interesting for 5 minutes. I need to eat my Taco Bell. Okay, sure. Sure, man. Whatever.
Too bad I'm back from ramen.
Good.
Quickly, before he swamps us with heart. And
So-
yes, that Leo picture is pretty accurate. He's your problem now.
Yes. Tucker seems to be okay hanging out with another cat. Tucker seems very cat-friendly, actually, for a dog. Well,
Technically,
hyena.
he's a Hyenidae, which is part of the feline family.
That's true. Actually, that makes a lot of sense now. Cat dogs, yeah.
Alright,
Yes.
time to go bother Pangoro.
Oh wait, are you going up alone though, Riley? Because not only is Tucker following after he finishes his food, but not because he wants to like spy on or anything, but a different reason. But also, isn't the king going up there or the prince?
Well, if he's going up there, he's going on his own terms. If he's coming with Riley, that's on him.
Okay,
Riley's not intentionally going with anyone.
alrighty.
I like the descriptor text for chair, by the way. Chair has a belt.
Does? Oh, he does. Yes, he does. I forgot about that.
The prince went up before Riley, so
We're
Riley starts heading off after the prince does.
Oh, Riley's second, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, Brooke calling after the prince as he goes. You're a pioneer now. Here you gotta be like everyone else, he says with a shrug. So, yes, Riley is going up. Is Tucker going after him?
Yes. Though after he finishes his food, because he would want to eat his food first.
Okay.
Roll to wolf down food. I don't know.
I mean, you can just roll a d6. We'll see how long it takes you.
Let's see.
There's no fortitude saves in here.
E.
It doesn't take you very
No,
long,
it doesn't take long at all.
especially since you don't seem to mind being messy.
You can lick your face when you have a long tongue like a hyena / dog has.
Anyway. So, Riley, you go up. The prince is already basically in the office, and you can already hear Pangoro grumbling from a distance.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm just gonna go in the office.
Wallace says, "Watch that be the only 5 you get, and it's for food." Wallace, if it's the only 5 I get, and it's for food, that's a well-used 5. So Riley's just gonna bust it. Okay, sounds about right.
Yeah. They seem to be in the middle of discussing the prince's arrangements, quote unquote, and it's very clear just from the tone in Pangoro's voice, the same tone he uses with everyone else. Prince is not going to be getting special treatment. He does, however, stop when he sees Riley and looks up from his desk. Can I help you?
Yes, you can finish with him first.
We're practically finished already. And he sort of waves the prince off. Feel free to select a place to rest in the clubhouse. Prince. Oh god. After having just eaten the ramen, my voice is a little wonky.
Ah, yes, ramen, the debate of many voice actors.
Tango Django gave Princey a nickname.
Sure thing, boss Pango Django person.
Oh boy.
I told you not to call him that.
Just the slow inhale as Pangoro's brow furrows just a little bit more.
So, DM, has that name, like, been sticking
Yes,
around?
it has. It is starting to become a thing, and he hates it.
What has Ralph done?
You monster. You absolute monster.
It's literally... Pangoro used to be called by this really nice title, and now he has the silliest name. And it all started with Ralph telling the children this, and he can't deny the children. He's just that kind of soft.
That's right. I did use that nickname in front of the show.
You're a monster.
Wallace, Pangoro has constant high blood pressure. It's the curse of his job.
I ate my
And
food while I was
the
trying
prince
to
just
make a
sort
mess
of-
of myself. Good work, Rocky.
The prince just sort of saunters his way out, looking pretty sure of himself. He'll probably cause trouble later.
Probably.
Alright.
What is that?
What did you need me for, Riley?
Riley's gonna shut the door.
Oh, it's a vacuum. That's dumb. I love it. It took me a second.
Oh my
So-
god.
Riley shuts the door, and Tucker is going to get up the stairs just in time to see Riley shutting the door.
Tucker will sit dutifully out of the way of the hallway, off to one side against the wall. He's not going to eavesdrop or anything, but he is waiting.
Oh. What a good doggo. Pangoro leans against his desk and starts rubbing his temples. Well,
I know you grew up with Tiber, so you probably know something about Riolas that I don't. He's gonna gesture to the metal spikes that I know jutting out of the back of his hands. Is that normal? Or not?
oh, I almost forgot about those.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't that they became spikes, they became more angled.
You described them as spikes.
Did I?
Yeah.
Kara's it on his
no.
Engate into yes, it's
no,
okay.
no. I know what it was. They were like spikes, but if they were elongated, so it's more like,
Is it like the studs on my collar?
kind
It's-
of?
You started to describe that now.
Except instead of coming to a point, it's instead more like a line currently.
When you said elongated, I just pictured very long pointy spikes.
No. Think of it as if there was a line drawn down vertically down the center of them, and it extruded outward a bit which causes them to have something of an edge.
Well, my question still stands.
Yes, your question just.
I now have
yes.
razor blades on the back of my hands.
Well, I mean, they're not. It's not like you suddenly became a scyther.
Not yet.
I mean,
What are you doing to
might.
me? What are you doing to me, Kai?
You might. Don't tempt me.
I'll stab the DM with my blade hands. I'll stab God. Watch me.
One day you'll get the chance. One day soon.
Sweet.
So Pangoro walks over and kneels down to Riley's level, takes his arms one at a time to sort of look at them. Have you experienced any fracturing, breaking, chipping, fragility of your internal metals?
I heard a snapping before this happened. But no.
Not a lot of steel types around here, fortunately. You should be fine. He gets up and walks back over to his desk, nonplussed.
You have no idea why it happened, though.
Nope. I'm not a Riolu.
Great.
For all I know, you're hitting puberty.
He's gonna turn and leave.
Don't forget to sign up with Blaze for going on the trip.
I don't have to sign up, do I? I thought it was mandatory.
For most members, yeah. But he likes having a list of whoever's going. Because some people aren't around when we go. And most of the kids can't.
Ah. I'll do that then.
It gives him peace of mind. Pangoro just shrugs. And Tucker's going to see Riley leaving the office. Also, yeah, Brooke has probably already signed everyone on
Yay,
without
good,
them knowing.
Good leader.
Well, I don't know that, so I'm gonna go do it again. I'll be on there twice.
So you'll have to pull
Good.
double. You'll have to pull double duties then.
Well, I'll just
Well, I
get
mean-
double the resources.
It's fine that he's on there twice. It's probably best if he's on there twice.
But it takes twice as many people to deal with me.
Where's the other Riley? Also,
It's in my brain, don't worry about it.
okay. Also, new image. I guess I have to put that down. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
A handy guide.
So Riley's gonna leave. Is he gonna notice Tucker?
He'll probably notice Tucker, but... I'm not gonna
Yes,
say
Riley
anything.
will see that Tucker's just sitting dutifully off to the side, so he's not in the way.
He'll look at Tucker, but he's not gonna say anything.
All right. Well,
Give a
Tucker.
look, it's sort of like... What are you... Like a look that sort of says, what are you doing? But he's not gonna say anything.
All right. Well, Tucker will speak up, and he will say, could I speak to you for a second?"
Sure, I guess. What do you want?
The dog sort of sits up and then lowers his head just a little bit, looking quite passive, and expresses, "I want to apologize. I shouldn't have doubted you."
Doubted me.
When Mr. Pangoro said everything he did the other day, I realized that what you're dealing with isn't you, it's something else. It's someone else. And I wasn't sure for the longest time, but I didn't trust you. And I should have trusted you. And I'm very sorry for attacking you.
I thought you didn't care if it was me or not. Said it yourself, after all. We're both horrible, right?
He droops his ears a little lower. I did think that way for a while, but now I can understand that you were trying your best for everyone. And I just wasn't seeing it.
Do you hate me still?
The pooch shakes his head very, very slowly but very deliberately.
It's an apology accepted.
He looks up a little bit, and the very, very end of his tail just does a very cautious little wriggle. Thank you.
Have you signed up for the trip to Sea Spray? Pangora says we have to.
He blinks for a second. No. I hope I can. He kind of looks at his forepaws. They're not exactly the best for signing things.
I'm sure they'll let you.
I guess we should do that then.
Mm-hmm. You can talk to the angry dragon. Roger's gonna go down the stairs.
Tucker takes a second before he follows, cocking his head to kind of analyze that statement and figure out who he's talking about.
Lizard sort of scuttles along the second floor. Oh. Hi, Tucker. Riley, wait.
I was gonna just stop and look back towards Lizard. Just like, hi. Why am I so popular today? No one said a word to me for a week, and now everyone's talking to me all at once.
Well, it's not that nobody said a word to you.
Uh-huh.
It's Riley's choice to be antisocial.
That's not the point.
It's totally the point.
Yeah. What's he want?
I might not be able to go on the trip.
Why not?
I still have work I need to do. They need me to help in the ruins, but... well... I haven't signed up yet, so I don't know if I'll be allowed.
Well, I'm gonna sign you up regardless. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Fidgets nervously.
He'll rub Lizard's head.
They do a little lizard burble.
Tucker will interject a little bit in a friendly way, giving a nuzzle to Lizard's side and saying, "I hope you can come with us." Says yes, he did kind of butt in on this conversation. He's friendly. He's being nice about it.
It's true. People seem to be keen on interrupting everybody. Sorry, I guess you were in the middle of something, maybe?
No, we were just wrapping up.
Also, have you seen the scary gold man?
Scary gold man. You mean the guy who's always crazy about gold, or someone who's made of gold?
I think it's both.
Oh.
This landed, Lizard squints. I think they were staring through our window last night.
Do you have any gold on you?
No.
Yes, he does.
Hang on. Then Lizard makes a face and thinks about it. Maybe? I'm gonna go check my bag now. And they scuttle back up the stairs, going back to the room where you all stay. Gold? You hear off in the direction of the room, and just the panicked squeaking of the Salandit.
Right, I'm gonna go follow him.
Gonna fix the situation.
Yep. I'll fight you, God.
Alright, well, you two are taking care of that. What are Brooke and Ralph going to be doing, since they are finally free of their servitude?
Oh, Tucker's gonna leave Riley and Lizard to deal with that. Knowing he knows at this point that that crazy gold guy is not particularly dangerous, so he's gonna head back downstairs to join up to the other two.
So, Brooke, if we're gonna be gone, again to he, I should say goodbye to the nice lady at the post office. You should say goodbye to your girlfriend over at the Milton Spa. Your girlfriend will be worried about you, Brooke.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh, I almost forgot about that reference.
Snickers asked you a question, dear. You should answer it.
She's not my girlfriend.
I'm being pulled every direction, I swear, when I do the poke roll.
I'm sorry. She's not my girlfriend, Brooke says. Also, do you think it's a good idea to bother the post office?
Oh, yeah, it'll be real quick. I'll just tell her to not worry about me, because, I know she worries about me.
A little bit of an edge to his voice. Like he knows he actually hates her, and he just wants to go.
Nah, I don't mind the question, Stickers. It's fine. It's just game focus. Gotta get right pictures Rocky's doing on the Discord, and then I don't have a lot of time to look at the chat on Pokerole stream. Sorry about that. Anyways, what was your question? Let's see. I'll answer it in text.
Brooke puts a hand on Ralph's shoulder. I'm sure she's very worried. We'll meet you outside.
Okay. But you should go talk to your girlfriend.
He does snicker a bit as he leaves.
Alright, yeah. Ralph goes to the post office to check in with his old boss.
Yeah, sure. Brooke says offhandedly. I have no idea where Brooke's going to be going. But Ralph goes to the post...
Oh.
And before Ralph even arrives, Postmistress Toucanon feels her blood pressure spike.
Oh no.
I can feel it! Oh god, I can't do her voice anymore.
It's great.
Pick-a-peck! And her attendant Pick-a-peck just flutters up with a, essentially what equates to one of those drinks in a coconut dealies. And she leans over, dips her beak in it, and there's a hissing sound before the liquid bubbles away. Brooke waves at Tucker when he enters the main area. Toucanon's gaze is affixed to Ralph as soon as he enters the post office. The door is still not fully recovered.
Well, you guys still got a hole in the door. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going away again for a while. I know you're really sad, but don't worry, I'll come back to work at the post office again as soon as I'm able. The best postman will be back.
The postmistress gets this look on her face like she's not sure whether this is a blessing or an eventual curse.
You,
That's all? You're not going to pester me about getting a post office bag? What letters to deliver?
No, unless you need some last minute help. But no, we're gonna go to Sea Spray. So, do you have any letters that need to go to Sea Spray?
No. 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 There are no letters pending to Sea Spray at this moment. And she just slowly slides this stack of papers on her desk into a bin. With one wing. Absolutely none. All pending letters to Sea Spray are being handled already.
No. Bye, Captain. And he leaves.
Pick it back.
Yes, postmistress.
Repair the door. With a lock.
Yes, postmistress. Should I get Clef Key?
Yes. And that will be that with the postmistress for a while.
Just to check, did Brooke stay in the cafe this whole time?
Yes.
Okay, then I can definitely do this then. Because there we go.
Aww.
I'll read it out too. I was wanting to post this as it was more convenient not to interrupt. But Tucker wags and looks quite a bit lighter despite his embiggening belly as he smiles at Brooke. I talked to Riley and I apologize for my behavior, he explains to him. And he forgives me. I'm gonna do better for the team, I promise. Also, color me shocked that Ralph didn't raise the postmistress blood pressure for once.
Oh, he did just by existing.
But, well, by existing, sure, but...
They no longer need to repair a wall.
I don't know about that. Give it till the trip back.
What she'll know the moment he starts returning is the blood pressure is going to increase with each step he takes.
Yep.
That's
That's good. Burke nods with a smile. Thanks for making the effort. I look forward to seeing it.
Tucker looks kind of proud at that statement. Like, he's very determined. And he goes... "Ah!" with a little bit of a excited yep. Also, wow, that's the creepiest one yet of him. New image.
Mean. Is a ghost type. Blaze, of course, is walking around the main cafe area with a clipboard, just getting a list of whom is going. Looks to be a pretty expansive list. So, it's not an exaggeration to say, quote unquote, everyone is going, even if not everyone is literally going.
Well, Tucker will go...
Prince end up at?
What's that?
Where'd the prince end up at? Does anyone keep an eye on him?
Nope.
I think keeping an eye on him might be one of the more difficult things to do. I mean, he has a cat, and we have seen what he does in the past. Tucker does go towards the sign-up sheet. I don't know if Brooke's going to stop him, because he's not aware that Brooke signed everybody up already.
Alright, everyone. Last call for going to Sea Spray. Yearly trip. There's a couple of groans, and the Graveler just puts his hands over his face. We've heard you a dozen times. Yeah, well, we gotta be sure. I mean, last time we nearly lost a kid in the streets. They were Fine. Yeah, for all of 5 minutes before they were essentially assaulted by the merchants. You know that isn't true. I mean, it was technically true if you count trying to sell the kid various clothes assault. It's semantics. Blaze sort of waves the clipboard around. No appreciation for organization. And finally, the Charizard takes notice of Tucker having come over.
Just kind of sitting quietly in front of him during this. It's not sure how to interrupt.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Tucker swooshes his
starts-
tail quietly and like
He starts sort of looking through the list of Pokemon and pioneers that are coming along. Yeah, you're already on here. And he flips to what is the very first page, and then holds the clipboard down to show Tucker that, yes, Brooke has signed up the entire team already.
first page.
Yes,
You probably wrote the list.
Brooke was working with the quartermaster for an entire week. He got the chance.
Oh, says Tucker, kind of surprised. Looking back at Brooke and realizing that he's probably the reason. Oh, sorry for bothering you then.
Nah, not a bother. Blaze rubs the back of his neck, looking mildly sheepish for his earlier behavior.
That's
I
a
just
good
like to
point.
make sure everyone's accounted for, because first few trips we had some problems.
Tucker cocks his head in curiosity, but doesn't push for details.
Anyway, how much do you all know about the trip anyway, considering you're new?
Not very much. Tucker kind of thinks to himself that, kind of thinks internally like, yeah. What is, he doesn't really know this continent very well.
Alright. So, let me lay it out for you since you're new. Some of the kids have actually already gone, so they probably could fill you in if they wanted, but they're kids. So they'll either exaggerate or get something. I mean, no offense to them, but they are kids. He sort of shrugs. It's about a day's worth of travel, and unfortunately that's kind of slowed a little bit because we take the kids with us, or those that get their parents' permission anyway. But the whole thing's supposed to be this huge team building exercise we do once a year. We take the trek out to Sea Spray, stay for about a week or so, and then come back. There's plenty of activities, and, well, he gets this sort of smug look on his face. Yeah, you'll find out.
Tucker cocks his head just a little bit further before finally readjusting it with a wriggle. That sounds pretty fun.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, people would stop signing up. Then Pangoro would make it utterly mandatory. Ugh, Arceus, that would be a nightmare to organize.
Is there like a good places to eat in Sea Spray?
Oh,
Not
welcome
even
back.
there.
Welcome back, Ralph.
Freaking burst through the door to ask that
Also-
question.
Also,
The chat box is not popping up when Brooke does messages,
Oh,
so I'm
really?
gonna have to check it periodically. Yeah,
I'll just
it
let
may
you
be
know
because
then.
I'm-
I'll just let you know then.
Yeah.
I was about to let
Um,
you know just now.
Yeah, Brooke says, Keeping tabs on everyone is a great idea. It's super useful to know who to keep track of, Brooke says from his table. To which Blaze points at him and nods. Exactly. Yeah, it's more that Prince Seal doesn't get to stay at the Pioneering Club because Pangoro's going, and he wants to keep an eye on him. Anyway, we're going to be making a stopover about halfway through. I'd have to go look at a map to see if it's actually halfway.
So we do have maps of this area.
A couple. We've been taking our sweet time cartographing everything. Cartographing? Cataloging? Whatever the
Words
word
are hard.
is. In any case, you asked if there was food? Look, if you think Rise's cooking is good, that's pretty much the gold star standard for Sea Spray. Rise looks up from behind the bar and squints at Blaze. Okay, close, but not so much. It's good food. It's just kind of expensive at most places. We have an agreement with some older pioneer friends of ours that have sort of retired and taken up businesses. It helps us make the trip happen. It's why we still get lodging there. Sorry. It's why we still get lodging. Can I speak, please?
No, you're not
Tongue?
permitted. Sorry.
Words? It's how we still have lodgings there every year. We go to a place called Hotel Aloma.
This is appropriate timing for this.
I mean, I plan out most of the trip, but Pangoro is the one who actually gets everything nice and organized with all of our friends in Sea Spray. Only place I'd say you should steer clear of are the tourney grounds, but you probably won't go around there during the first few days anyway.
Tucker kind of perks up a little bit in curiosity. Tourney grounds?
Yeah. They were, how to put it? They're so we can fight each other for sport, I guess, if people want. If Pokemon want.
I like it. Nicely done, Key.
Oh god. Only three. Oh wow, I made her Scottish for a second.
Scottish toucan. Makes sense.
Blaze sort of gives Brooke a sideways glance, forking one iridge up. Do you mean a training battle? I mean, I suppose, except, well, generally the rules are until you knock your opponent out or they surrender. It'd be easier to show you. Oh, speaking of the trip, I'm also not sure I have the right voice for Blaze right now, but it's what I got. And he snaps a finger and heads back towards the provisions office. Also, Brooke said, like a trainer battle?
Sort of, you're gonna read it out. Poor Car. It's all right. It's all right, buddy.
We
We all have our off days. We all have our. Honestly, today's an off day for me, kind of too, because of what happened earlier. But it's all good.
Burke blinks a bit, rubbing his head. I'm not entirely sure what I meant. Never mind. If you guys need supplies or want to bring anything extra along, make sure you get that done today. Because we're leaving tomorrow. So if you have any outstanding business in town, any extra missions that you need to finish or turn in, do it now, because otherwise it'll be... He sort of looks towards the ceiling and as he thinks, about a week and a half before we get back.
Any girlfriend you need to visit, huh, Brooke? Huh? Huh?
I mean, unless they're coming along with us. Blaze shrugs, going into his office. Nope, I'm all good, Brooke says.
You're gonna make that agent awfully sad.
Tucker would think for a second and remark, "Oh, I think I'll see you guys later. I probably should go see about maybe getting some new items. I mean, I only have rocks right now, so..." He chatted up giggles. He really does only have rocks right now.
I'm gonna take another crack at turning the Thunderstone into a taser.
They're very useful
that's
rocks,
right.
but they're just rocks.
Shh. Oh. I forget what I made you do for the crafting check.
Oh, was there a crafting check? I don't remember. Aw. Oh, is Brooke gonna take care of everybody? Aw.
Well, unfortunately, none of you worked in the orchard, so no free orange berries this time around. Right. Smart survival logic, I believe it is.
Where's Riley
Also,
been
do you
during
still
this?
have the atlas on you?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
In his bag.
Has Riley just been bystanding during this time? Or what's actually, what's up with Riley and Lizard? What's going on?
Yeah, last I checked, we were upstairs dealing with the coffin.
I'm sorry, I got caught up with everything else.
It's okay. Party splits are hard for DMs. It's all right.
Unfortunately, a thunderstone and a stick does not seem to be enough. You feel like the concept is sound, but the materials are not.
Close, I'm close, I know it.
Did he figure this out? Was he experimenting during the week, or with that, or?
Oh, I know why he can't craft, yet his logic isn't 4.
Not quite there, buddy.
Yeah, not quite.
Oh, as Tucker is starting to leave, though, he turns around and looks to Brooke and Ralph and remarks, "Oh, do either of you want to come with me shopping?"
Yeah, why not? Although, it might be smart to save our money for this way. Get lots of souvenirs and stuff.
Tucker does give that a thought for a minute. Well, maybe I'll just get, like, one orange berry or something.
If I can position my mouse pad.
I just want to make sure I'm safe.
So, upstairs.
Yes.
Bye.
Oh god, you're right.
Rather,
He's
right
lagging.
Oh god, you're right.
He's got a ping of 1,000.
Whoa! Oh, I'll give it a second. Oh wow, 999, yeah. 420. Okay, cool. Oh, you're good now.
There we go.
There we go.
okay. I wondered why they.
Back from the moon.
And Brooke says a thing. We shouldn't expect too much trouble in a city. Probably. Brooke says, an Oranberry wouldn't be too bad an idea. Also, what the fuck is with my... I'm sorry, I shouldn't be swearing.
It's okay, I don't mind.
Yeah, what is with my thing?
He really is dying, though. Check to see if your mate's, like, downloading something huge or something like that. That's my go-to when a guy have issues. Hey, Eragon, what the hell are you doing?
I'm killing God. I told you I was gonna do it.
That might require a lot of internet. Nope. I had a feeling that would happen. Let me drop a table save, just to be safe.
Can you all still hear me?
Here and there.
Kinda.
Here and there.
Oh dear. That's no good.
You died, by the way.
Yeah, I know I did.
It's okay, though. Check with your mate, to make sure he's not, like, doing a huge download or something.
No, he's in bed.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, he went to bed because unfortunately work has been unkind to him.
Aww.
Yeah, he's had it rough, but he's also gotten a lot of hours, so he has an excess of payment. Yeah, I don't, because I have the stream stopped, so I can be looking at the stream chat.
Yeah, so it's not... Yeah, it's not gonna overdo it or anything. Aw. New pictures, by the way. I'll make sure to leave them up for Car when he gets back. Well, you seem... I think you sound better. Oh, well, let's see how things are. You're loading in... Okay. Well, you're back to a number that doesn't seem bad.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, I think you're fine. It was probably just some stupid internet blip. Also, new pictures.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's about accurate for Pangoro's mindset. Anyway, as I was saying before the internet so rudely cut out on me for some reason, Riley finds Lizard being accosted by Cophagregus, who, as usual, is screaming gold like it's an obscenity.
Alright, now this seems like a good time to try and do the bone rush thing again so I can clock him with it.
Oh, gosh.
Go!
There we go. I remember, it was just very few days.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck! I'm
Well,
not good at this.
You run up, and you try to channel aura through the bone, and you whack Cophagregus. Unfortunately, the aura disperses, and your whack is more like a tap.
Get out of here, Coffee, I guess.
Gold? Trinkets for gold? Trinkets
Give me the gold at your market stall and not any other place in the universe.
Don't think I
Gold?
think of that as gold.
Trinkets for gold! Yes, gold. Gold. Trinkets. Shiny things and gold.
Can I attempt to push him out the window?
Well, considering he's actually very near the window, and Lizard is just sort of clinging to their singular gold bar, while Cophagregus hovers over them, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna push him out the window.
Do me a knockdown.
Am I good at that?
Oh, boy.
Strength fight pro.
I am pretty good at that. I've been rolling poorly all day, so I'm probably gonna fail. It's my best roll today.
Decent enough. So, you shove Cophagregus out the window that Cophagregus opened, and they hover there for a second. And then it's like gravity remembered. Oh yeah, Cophagregus's coffin is basically made of solid metal. So, it falls, kind of Wile E. Coyote style.
Alright, I'm gonna shut the window. I'm gonna
There's a
see if
loud thud.
I'm gonna see if I can like use aura to like melt the opening mechanism so it will be welded shut.
It's just a simple hinge.
I'm gonna melt the hinges so it no longer opens.
Okay. Give me special channel instinct, I guess. Just
I'm not very good at this.
Oh boy.
Oh my
No,
god, I'm
you're
really
not.
bad at this. How do aura work?
yes. How do aura? So your paw gets warm, but that's about it.
God damn it.
So okay.
What are you trying to do, Riley?
I'm trying to melt the window shut.
Oh. Well, why didn't you say so? And then Lizard totters over, holds up the gold bar for you. Can you hang on to this, please?
I will hold on to the gold bar. Oh no.
Well, Lizard uses Ember on the window. The window is broken. Oh.
I won't tell anyone if you don't tell anyone.
Lizard nods, grabs their gold bar, stuffs it in their bag, and scurries out of the room as fast as possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
So,
Leave the scene.
those of you downstairs
Delinquents.
are going to end up hearing cook from outside, and then you hear glass shattering.
Hmm.
And
Am
then
I-
you hear the prince. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. I don't care. I mean, come on, why can't I have 3 beds? No. Like, isn't there anybody to, like, give me water at night or something? No.
Can I go over to where I hear that and just casually grab the prince, throw him over my shoulder, and then leave Pangoro's office, which I imagine is where he is?
No, like, Pangoro is actually dragging Prince Zeal down the hallway.
Oh, even better. I don't have to do any dragging myself. Fantastic.
Ah, come on! I mean, the one had, like, a blanket in it and everything.
Aw.
That one isn't yours.
Why
Ah,
do you need a blanket? You can breathe fire.
'cause it's comfy and fluffy. I can dig my claws into it. Don't destroy other people's stuff. So yes, this is like teaching children all over again. Mr. Pingoro, sir? What? Okay, I have to read this one. Brooke would glance out the window towards where the sounds came from, but shrugs and returns to being Brooke. Can I go on the sea spray trip? Why are you asking me? Because I helping being useful. Pangoro stops dragging Prince Seal, who still tries to squirm away to no avail. You're a part of Riley's team now. As far as I know, Brooke signed up everyone on his team. That includes you. Lizard brightens up, gives a squeak, and, like, does a tiny pounce hug to Riley.
Yes! I will hug. Right back.
Oh my god,
I
Rocky.
am smiling so brightly right now.
I want to interject, Karserus. It may have not been your internet, because I dropped 840 frames.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was all of a sudden, so I was like, you know, really oh, I deleted it. Oh well, whatever.
You deleted it?
I deleted it.
Double the tiger, double the fun.
I didn't realize that Rocky made a fucking animation, so it broke when I tried to place
It
it.
doesn't work. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna hug this lizard. I'm so happy.
Lizard hugs you. Mister is
Yes.
happy.
Yes, I am happy too.
All right, so I'm gonna move things along a little bit,
Fine.
and yes, so we can actually get to see Spray instead of having been stuck in the clubhouse this entire time. I'm not curious if you're not
Oh
curious.
god, what did I do?
Oh,
Ralph
great.
agrees.
Oh, there it goes.
Also, I can't do a Ralph voice. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You really gotta put the, like this.
I'm not
So-
curious if you're not curious. Yes, I like that.
Those of you shopping, go ahead and complete your shopping. Stuff is generally at base price. Feel free to ask me what things are. Or you can... well, berries are in rarities, not frickin'...
Yeah, Ralph's gonna save his money, all his money for C's. Who knows what exciting things he can spend it on.
If anyone in the audience remembers what I made them pay for orange berries before, please tell me.
That's a good question. Tucker kind of window shops because he kind of got half convinced with that whole C-Spray might have cool things to buy, but
You need...
One for everybody, yeah.
oh,
Okay. Aww.
but he will walk with the others. Brooke seems the most focused, so. Oh god, the gold.
Okay,
cards.
Brooke. Give me whatever social stat you think is appropriate, plus contest, plus whatever specialty you feel is appropriate for how you're going to try and get a discount.
I wish to assist, or rather, Tucker would be. Well, Tucker was also on a cautious mindset after kind of what happened last mission. He just wants to be careful, make sure that they do have something to heal with. So, with Brooke having a focus of trying to get some more berries, he's going to absolutely assist in this, if he can.
Sure.
When he smile and cute dog, I don't know.
I require 6
Okay.
Owen bears. I'll give you 5 money. Look at this pooch.
I like that way you described it. Also, look at this pooch. There you go.
Okay, so
Riley's not good at haggling.
Puppy dog eyes. That's all I have to say.
give me a cool contest intimidate, sure.
Because
And
remember,
Tucker-
he's going to start working off of Brooke, so.
You also gotta go tough contest intimidate.
I do I? I don't.
That's what he's doing.
No. I'm going because Tucker is not necessarily doing the same thing Brooke is. Brooke is flashing a smile and trying to be like dashing and debonair like Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast.
And Tucker's
Oh, dear.
sitting nearby,
Yeah,
looking like I really need this. We really need the orange berries. Can you please help us? Kind of.
So Brooke's thing is he smiles real wide, perhaps a little too wide, and you know
Thanks.
your loose fang sort of hurts a little bit, which causes you to wince during your attempts.
Aw.
So instead of coming off as cool, you're just a little awkward. Tucker, feel free to make a cute contest in whatever specialty you feel is
Perform.
appropriate.
He's matching what Brooke wants to do. This is absolutely perform. There we go. Not really that great.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's also really awkward for you. So the shopkeeper takes some amount of pity on you. And they decide they'll only take 10 money for each oranberry.
Oof, okay. When Tucker sees Brooke fishing around for the money, he does speak up and say, "Do you want me to cover half?" Brooke obviously has more money than Tucker, but Tucker is a cinnamon roll, so. Oh, Alcam, is there a D&D game where somebody isn't trying to seduce or haggle with a shopkeeper?
My D&D game. They made one attempt to hypnotize a shopkeeper. They knocked him unconscious, and they were afraid to do so ever again.
Whoops.
Oh dear.
See, well, in that situation, that's the we can just take what we need. You know, it's fine. He's taking a nap.
The response was to put money on his counter and then leave without taking anything because they felt bad.
I feel like this would go differently in our game.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hey, guys, you're still here? I'm calling you out, nerd.
So you want to read that out, and I will.
Yes, I do. It's alright. I have enough to... He starts, but glances at Tucker. Actually, yeah. I'd appreciate.
I'm gonna steal.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal our hundreds and replace them with 50s. 1 second.
There are 50s?
Well, there are now.
Nope. It's 500.
It's called five. It's files 5 stacks of 10 or 5 of 10s.
Just do a half stack of 100. Much easier.
What?
Yeah.
I don't
Chop
understand.
the token in two.
What?
Get a knife.
Okay.
Cut the token in half.
All right,
Easy.
I forgot to download the knife DLC for this tabletop simulator. I'm sorry, I can't do that right
Oh, that cost premium. It's like $50.
Oh, hey, honey, what have you got there? A knife!
No!
Tucker,
Alright.
Tucker wags and is like, no problem. And drops down half of that. 50 monies.
Why is that not stacking? And yes, it should only
What?
be 25 each.
Oh, is it maybe a limit? What's that? 25 each?
Yeah.
Oh. What? Did I get the wrong amount then?
Yes, I said it was 10 per berry.
Oh wait, how many did we buy?
I see this bought me
5.
10 berries.
Oh shit, I mismathed it. Hold on. In that case, I need to give what? How much? I gave 50. I need to give another 25 then. To both of us. Yeah. So 1 second. I'm dumb. Don't worry about it. All right. I have a magical. No, select it all.
Yeah, why don't you give Riley a knife? What's the worst that could happen?
Try to steal money from us. I'm trying to steal more money from I'm extorting myself for no reason. Good work, me. All right, there you go. That's your sap.
I mean, unless you're buying something else I don't know about.
Guess I could have just. Oh, whatever.
Is there anything that Ralph or Riley want to go purchasing or running off of doing?
No, I've been distracted by this lizard, and you know what? I'm okay with this.
Oh, also, Brooke, or Tucker's just gonna let Brooke hold on to the berries, or he can distribute them how he likes. He may have bought he may have half bought them, but they're Brooke's responsibility as far as he's concerned. Oh, I better get those, actually. How many did we buy? 5?
5 total, yes.
5 total. Ah, okay.
Oh dear
Wait,
lord, what have you done?
What's happening? What is that noise?
I heard a lot of noise.
Oh my god.
Oh, what happened here?
Oh, his board is merged with the floor.
Oh. That's not ideal. One moment. How did this happen? How did this happen? Alright, hold on, wait. I gotta disconnect the food and storage
Oh, it's
button.
not locked.
You I think you unlocked it.
Did I?
Somebody did. It's relocked, and I think it's straight enough so that it doesn't matter. It is a little tilted, but whatever. It shouldn't matter.
Let's just leave the bag thing like that. That's sort of fitting, actually.
The bag thing?
Oh, tilted and weird after that shenanigans. Here we go, perfect.
Just tilt everything there. Tilt that. Tilt that.
Yeah, make it a huge mess. Fantastic. Fit all of his money in. Willy-nilly. He went through a small localized earthquake.
It's fine. That's what happens when you jostle your bag.
Sounds like, Larvitar's dad came through town.
Did we give the money already? In the sense that I gave the right amount
yes.
of money, yes.
Yes.
I gave us way too many 10s, but it is the right amount of money.
So,
Let me get those orange
Is-
berries though. I forgot about that.
Yes, please. Is there
Can I copy and then-
anything anyone is
Nope.
doing before bedtime, and what are people doing for bedtime?
I'm gonna try and freaking learn Bone Club another time.
Can I just
One last.
can I just assume that these orange berries are distributed to everyone?
Yes.
Automatically. Okay. There you go, Ralph. It's tilted. Sorry.
For ease of mind. Alright, so you're gonna do your night training thing.
Yeah.
Lizard also gets one.
Yeah, for Lizard.
Alright.
Night training? What's that?
Riley's going to do night training the night before the trip.
Okay.
I forget what I had you roll before.
It's been some weird combination of Insight, Fight, Channel, and something else with Instinct, depending on the exact details of what I say. So whichever one you wish, I suppose.
What?
Yeah, Insight, Fight, Channel, Instinct.
What is? Oh my god. Right. You're gonna like this one, Eragon.
Hold on a minute. Dice. Oh, for fuck's sake!
not a
Are you
great
for
roll.
real? God damn it!
But more importantly, look at this.
Oh. I love this. I love this lizard.
You feel like you've made a small amount of progress.
God, I suck.
If for only because you keep trying so hard.
I'm gonna eventually blow myself up if I keep trying to use aura so much.
I
It's
mean,
gonna be a
or
blue
you'll
explosion.
become a drained out husk.
Oh no.
I'm pretty much already there.
Well, that's your own fault for not eating.
Look, man.
Who is sleeping where?
With lizard.
Okay. I assume you guys find a private room.
Absolutely.
Tucker makes good on a promise. Though he does probably see off Rise from work, because he's nice like that, but he's not going to go home with Rise this time. Also, seeing off Rise from work also means probably a few last table scraps, you know. But anyways. He's going to make good on his promise and actually go meet up with Brooke. Brooke was offering that he could stay with him, after all, up in the rooms.
Who broke our window? Broadcast. Fortunately, Riley and Lizard are in the room.
Yes. Very fortunate.
What is Ralph doing?
Okay. Ooh, you know. Since Brooke didn't want to do it, I think Ralph will go to the spa.
Oh.
But it's in the middle of the night.
Well,
Night spa.
it is what I've been doing for the day, right? So you can backstep a bit. Like,
Oh, instead of
okay.
shopping. Instead of shopping. I get you.
yeah, it
Okay.
was assumed that I slipped away from shopping, like maybe right after I got my berry, and I went to the spa.
Kyrio, you might have to make an observation roll for that observation.
You know what? Brooke, give me insight survival. And so, what is Ralph doing at the spa?
He's gonna go tell Lilligant. He's gonna tell Lilligant that Brooke was too shy to go talk to her, but that he's leaving for a week again.
Oh, that's okay.
So yeah,
I,
he's super shy about it. He really likes you. Totally.
I actually project myself to punch him.
really? He does?
Oh yeah,
Oh my,
just totally.
Oh.
Why are you like
Poor
this?
Relegant is super shy, fidgeting around, sort of twirling one of her leaves in her hand.
Hey, you wanna come with us?
Oh, I would like to, but I have work here.
I'm sure you
Thank you,
can
though,
take some time
Mr.
off.
Ralph.
Yes.
Thank you, though, for letting me know. Give Mr. Brooke my best, please.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Lilligant gives you these big sparkly eyes. Oh, wait, I have a thing for him. And she shuffles off to the back briefly, coming back with a small little scent bag. This is for Brooke. If you don't mind giving it to him.
So I don't mind at all. So I'll give him the sim bag and I'll tell him it's from his cute girlfriend.
Lilligant is all blushy and she falls quiet, but you can still tell she's muttering to herself and being shy.
I love being this character. Alright. So after that little detour, Ralph would meet up with the.
Also, I guess Brooke failed at detective skills. However, since the broken window was pointed out and looks singed, Tucker's gonna give it a few snooter sniffs and try to figure out if he can pick up on the scent. And I was told in private that the role would be insight, survival, nature.
Yes.
All
right.
There we go.
So what is Ralph going to do for the night? Is he going to sleep in the clubhouse or do something else?
Yeah, he's probably gonna sleep at the clubhouse. And if Brooke's there, he's gonna let Brooke know and give him the scent back. Is Brooke at the? Yeah, Brooke is, because he was sleeping at.
Ralph is going to see Brooke and Tucker very focused, investigating what is a singed, broken window. Also, sadly, Tucker doesn't get much more than the scent of burnt glass and wood. Obviously, it was the doing of a fire type.
At least
The
I
very
figured that
least
out.
you can tell is that the window was broken from the inside.
Oh no.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen to give me a knife?
Brooke scratches his head and grumbles at the state of his room. I hope I don't need to pay for it.
Hey, bro. Go and tell your girlfriend since you were too shy.
Got a knife.
I told her how much you like her, though, and she's really happy about it. Don't go, and she gives you a present. He offers the scent. Look, he worked so hard on it, and I know you're gonna be super happy to have it. So you can think of her every time you give them a smell.
What is the object again? I actually kind of missed that.
It's
Scent
a
bag.
small scent bag.
A scent bag. Oh, okay. Like potpourri kind of.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. Like a chalk bomb, but fancy.
Yay. Could have uses actually. For instance, throw it at something like Tucker, and suddenly Tucker cannot pick up any of the scents. It's just kind of blocking his nose. That would be mean to do. Don't do that. Also, question about this being quote-unquote Brooke's room. Isn't this a shared room?
Yes, it is one of the open rooms that you guys have been using. It is just quote-unquote you guys' room because all of you frequently sleep in here.
Except for Tucker, who never has, I don't believe. Until now. But he finally...
I think Tucker has one.
Did he once?
Maybe.
Can't remember.
I
Regardless,
think once, maybe.
Brooke has been inviting him to stay more often, so he's going to do so.
Oh. Thanks. Brooke says, taking the bag and putting it in his bag. Well,
lag.
Yeah. Well, at least nothing is missing. I'll finish it for him.
Sorry.
It's okay. I think that one was you, and not me.
Yeah, I think that was me. I may have taken my finger off.
I'm surprised
just
Rise doesn't pooch nap Tucker and use him as a source of heat / pillow. I mean, now Brooke can if he wants. Because... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what makes you think this hasn't happened?
This has happened. He used him as a pillow once already before Riley snatched him away from that and ran away.
Wait,
This was
what?
ages ago.
I vaguely remember this. Because I think Rise was really tired, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is literally already happened. Freaking, I just yoinked that pooch and ran out the door.
Anyway. Morning comes, and you all are woken by the hustle and bustle of pioneers getting their gear ready for the trek over to Sea Spray. It is very early morning, by the way. So you all are drowsy and tired.
Can I attempt to slap myself awake?
Sure. Just roll me strength. No, roll me tough. It's same number, but
Oh
still.
shit, I'll do that again, hold on. Well, it can't be much worse, so it'll probably be fine.
What was this roll for?
It's slapping myself in the face to
Slapping
wake
himself
up.
awake.
Oh. Sorry,
Oh
I
my
was,
god, it's my best roll today.
Sorry.
I crit myself.
I was too busy Simmon rolling, so, you know.
So, Riley, for a minute, you just sort of paff yourself in the face with your hand, and then your other hand jerks up and punches you in the face.
What?
Oh god.
It's not object. No objections.
It doesn't leave a bruise, but you hear the cackling in the back of your head.
Ah, fuck's sake. Can I give him the finger from inside my own brain?
Yes, you can.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna wake up Lizard now.
Lizard does not seem to want to be woken.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up Lizard. I'm gonna pick up Lizard's bag and my bag, and we're gonna get going.
Cool. Give me strength survival.
Yeah.
Well, you get Lizard, and then you try to reach for your bag and Lizard's bag, and you realize your hands aren't really made for this kind of stretching.
Crisis. I have a tail. Can I like grab him with my tail? Am I that good with it? Kind of been ignoring it this entire time, pretending it doesn't exist, but perhaps I can make use of it.
Well, ignoring that it exists has not helped your ability to control your tail. So you try and swish it this way and that, and all you succeed in doing is like whapping it against the bags. It's also fluffy. It's not exactly made for carrying things.
Well, this thing is useless. It's freaking huge and I can't do anything with it.
Tucker actually will come...
So cute.
What's up, Ralph?
Yeah, Ralph comments on how cute that is.
You're not even here.
Wait,
Yeah,
no, we are!
I'm in a different room.
Oh, wait, he is?
Yes, Tucker and Lizard are... sorry. Riley and Lizard... Wow, I can't believe I screwed that up this time. Riley and Lizard are in a different room.
Okay, then Ralph doesn't think it's cute because he didn't see.
Alright, in that case, Tucker's not gonna help because he's not there. I was gonna say he was probably gonna help, but...
Crisis.
Yep.
I'm not psychic. I
Of
can't
course.
lift him up with my brain.
Of course, if Raleigh takes too long, well, if Brooke pokes in, Tucker would be following along. Also, okay, why did Brooke tilt this time?
I'm struggling to get these bags.
Anyway.
I have like double team or anything. I can't even make another me to do it for me.
Ralph's gonna go downstairs to see if. To see
Wow, thanks, Brooke.
I love that Brooke comment. My God.
I mean, Brooke does have leader's count. He could give him a bonus stat.
Help me, Brooke. Grab the freaking bags and put them on my shoulders or something, for God's sakes.
Brooke isn't even in the room, so he can't.
I'm gonna go over to the room. I'm gonna like barge in and like I need to borrow your arms.
So, as you guys are making ready to leave, the Riolu carrying lizard barges into the room and says that he needs to borrow your arms.
Oh, I got those.
Not you.
And Blaze just
okay?
passes by the entryway. Get ready, everyone. Leaving in a few minutes.
Before breakfast?
Breakfast on the way, trail rations. Need to leave early if we're going to keep time.
Trail rations. Oh. The worst thing ever.
Tucker also looks slightly
Alright,
disappointed.
I'm coming, Brooke says with a sleepy yawn.
Alright, I'm gonna take Brooke through the room I was using and I'm gonna be like, okay, I need you to put these bags onto my shoulders. My arms are full.
Okay. I mean, I can just carry them for you, Brooke says.
I mean, you could, or I could do it. I imagine that's the sort of stunned silence that a comment would get, to be honest.
Oh my gosh.
Not the same.
Alright, fantastic. Bags obtained.
Regardless, he picks them up. He shrugs. If you say so. Cool. Riley, now, as you're making your way downstairs, I need you to make a Dex Survival Athletics check,
Oh no.
followed by a Strength Survival Athletics check.
I'm gonna fall down the stairs.
Oh.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, you're not.
Okay, what was the other one?
Strength Survival Athletics.
Okay, I'm gonna fail this one because it has more dice. Watch.
Do you guys notice how like Riley generates rolls more than anyone
Oh,
else?
yes!
Because I just noticed that.
What do you mean?
Yes, he does, because he keeps attempting to do stuff.
He's very action oriented.
Yes.
Yes, he is. That's a very accurate statement. He's very action-oriented, whereas Tucker, Brooke, and Ralph are more cinematic in nature.
I am a chaos element, that is for sure. And I roll really well on these.
Stairs. Brooke falls sleepily. Downstairs, there is a crowd. Have any of you been to a crowded airport before?
Oh god.
Or train
I
station?
hated it.
Yeah, it's like that.
Just like
Pokemon.
crossing the border in Toronto.
Hmm.
And most of it's just pioneers and their teams. A couple of them are pioneer families, quote unquote, i.e., parents and their children, or parent and child or children.
Do I need to pull the semantics picture back up?
No.
Okay.
Do I need to make commentary like there's a Charmander standing by Blaze so everyone thinks it's his kid? Because that's the running joke, apparently.
Do you guys know any travel songs? He's kind of asking that to the rest of his team. We could sing like the travel songs.
I will do no such thing.
Oh,
Lizard
sure.
is just asleep.
This is fine. We'll wake up when we get there.
100 cups of the.
If my arms weren't full, I would punch you. Don't stop.
Okay, you're wonderful. So 100 cups.
Brooke, punch him, please.
Rise is just
down,
weaving
give it to
in
me.
between individuals, checking and making sure that everyone is ready. Alright, everyone. I know it's early, especially for me. The sooner we get moving, the sooner that we get to the ranch.
Do it.
Where's coffee? Rise just complains. Hey Ralph, do you want another gumball? Gumball?
Oh yeah, they shut up Ralph Gumball. I forgot we had that.
That's great. Oh man.
I think
Where is it?
Oh, that's good. That will distract me from not having breakfast.
Alright, everybody. We're going now. As you. I'm sorry. That looks so weird.
Punch myself. You don't want to make me punch myself in the face.
Oh my
I
god.
need your arms.
He may have just drawn the most adorable Riley picture, though.
I love it. I love it so much.
That is absolutely
I
the
am
most.
God.
That is the
I am
most adorable.
God. This is got such Riley energy. Look at it.
That's really
he's,
good.
he's holding it wrong.
That's really good.
What a dummy.
Brook size. That'll only last a few minutes, sadly. As he feeds Ralph gum.
I love this. This is going in my personal collection. This one.
So wait, who here is actually a morning Pokemon? Tucker is all right with mornings. He's fine. You see kids when they get up? They're usually the first ones fully awake.
I'm awake because I punched myself, but otherwise I would not be awake.
Yeah, most of the kids are the ones that have all the energy, and some are actually running about, and their parents are trying to stop them from doing that because it's a long trek.
And Tucker might, well, honestly, being still a kid, he might find that energy infectious. Also, this is basically like going on vacation, so he is kind of like a kid going to Disney World a little bit, in his kind of peppy levels. He's
Also,
wriggling.
I don't
he's
have
waggling.
a choice. I need to be a morning person. My shifts are usually.
Oh.
Well, this is fine. Anyway,
Well, let's just look at this. Oh, that's it.
poor Ralph. So, once the Pokemon seem to have settled a bit, the regular trio of leaders start bringing everybody south, taking a southern exit to the town, leading toward a distant light blue horizon as the sun begins to rise.
But does it rise and rise?
Squints.
I am too tired to process that one. Thank you. So, interestingly enough, after an hour or so of straight travel, obviously most of the children had started complaining maybe like 20 minutes in, having to walk on their own. So that most of the parents are carrying the children, or, you know, for those that ended up receiving permission from Pangoro for whatever reason, they're just sort of on Pangoro. Which, thankfully for him, only accounts for like 2 or 3 kids just sort of hanging off his shoulders and head. And yes, music change. We're in Rusty Canyon.
Thank you.
About an hour into traveling, you all, if I can get to my notes, come across this vast sort of rocky expanse in various shades of red. And there's this great chasm before you all. And
Some
there's
frickin' chasms.
there's a switchback path leading down in front of you, like sort of lopsided sets of stairs. But instead of heading in that direction, Pangoro, Rise, and Blaze lead everyone off towards the side, deciding to go along the top of the canyon instead. For those of you that aren't aware, welcome to Rusty Canyon. Please avoid the Spiro, Soul Rocks, don't touch any mysterious boulders, and stick close to the group. Blaze says, sounding much like a tour guide.
Can't touch anything. I got my hands full of blizzard.
Yes, you do.
I found a coal pitcher. There.
Ooh, very nice. How mysterious we talking? Burke asked. Is exploding mysterious enough for you?
Is the gum still affecting Ralph?
No.
Also,
The gum only lasted a few minutes.
I missed the original statement about the mysteriousness. What was the original statement? I'm sorry.
The original statement was warning people to not approach the Soul Rocks, avoid the Spiro, don't touch mysterious boulders, etc., etc.
That's a good reason. That's a good reason. Then.
Stick close to the group. Veteran pioneers are on watch. We'll rotate by the hour. Founders first.
What
Hmm.
seems
Oh,
well
Blaze,
song to
carry
keep-
me.
let's sing a song to keep our spirits up. So
No.
come on, go marching one by one, hurrah!
I really,
Can we throw him in the gorge?
I really should get the
So-
leaders out for this expedition. There we go.
I retract my
Every-
question. Burke smiles when Blaze said things. Gosh, I got having to do all the voices.
This is.
But yes,
No, you have no but yourself to blame.
yes, I know. I have nobody but myself to blame. It's fine. Also, Rise just sort of morals and complains. Rise, but what?
Yeah, your brain is breaking today. It's all right though.
I'm sorry. Blaze, won't you carry me? I
I'll
mean,
carry you.
just Ralph. Just
Just
turbo
Ralph.
man up to the front. I'll carry you. Hmm. I don't know. I don't think you have enough arm space for all of me.
No, I'm super strong. I'll hold you on my head.
Rise just eyes Ralph's head. Not flat enough.
I can fold my ears back.
Punched him too many times. His head's too lumpy.
Oh, that's mean.
Like I punched myself in the face. I should even it out.
Well, if it lets me nap a little bit. And Rise saunters over to Ralph, pauses, and then flops on top of Ralph.
Okay.
Okay, handle
Ralph.
this.
I need you to make, first, a strength contest etiquette.
See, look at what happens if I can't punch him. I have been unable to do so for like 5 minutes, and it's already getting myself into trouble.
Strength contest etiquette. That's 6. Also, hooray! We got to do music. Very middle of the road roll. Is that enough?
Well, I mean, for a Munchlax, he's pretty darn strong.
This is true.
Okay, next, Ralph. I need you to do a Dex Survival Athletic.
Oh god, that doesn't sound like a good combo for him. Oh, that's really bad, actually.
Come on, Orange Jesus. You got this.
Oh god, he's only got 2 dice!
And I don't have enough experience for an epiphany.
Sad.
Come on, Orange Jesus. Please, please, please. Okay.
Well, Rise was correct. You do not have enough arm space for all that life art. But you're doing your darndest. So, what this looks like is Ralph has barely, with his short Munchlax arms, lifted Rise and is sort of waddling forward at a slowed pace. But his entire vision is encompassed by the dark fur of the Liepard. He can't see anything in front of him.
Now we can get rid of him.
This is fine.
Alright, so the other 2 party members are going to start carrying somebody now, and we have to status quo down here.
Tucker is for what's not being used as a pack animal. What do you know?
Hey Brooke, you should pick up Tucker. Make it the status quo done.
Tucker in the actually, just to interject, Tucker in the meanwhile has probably been paying a little attention to the kids, as is sort of his instincts now. He's actually still watching them, making sure they don't run off or anything. They're being watched by others, but it's always good to have an extra set of eyes.
You need to turn a bit to the right, Ralph. Brooke says, you know, avoid the edge of the gorge.
That might be important.
Ralph would give a thumbs up if he could, but he's a little preoccupied. He does follow but he doesn't call back as not to wake his precious cargo.
Wake, as if Rise isn't already awake and enjoying this torture.
You say torture, but
Blaze is actually going to look back and shake his head. I'm sure he'll be fine, Burke says. No, that's just exploitation.
Sounds like a cat thing, to be fair. Yes.
Ralph, I take no responsibility for whatever happens to you. And Goro also shakes his head and keeps moving forward.
Picaro is too old for this shit.
And Goro's too done with this. But yes, so who wants to roll Doom dice?
Me.
No, me. You always roll them. You always roll the Doom dice.
I'm so quick on the draw. Look at that amazing roll. More Salandits. Woo!
Oh, before you this, Karserus, what is up with the kids? Is there anything for Tucker to be watching out for with them? Because he is, after all, he's just kind of instinctually watching the kids. Since our kids
a lot of the kids have sort of wound down a little bit, especially since it's the first hour of travel. Most of them, if they're still, going on and carrying on, they're running around within the group. If any of them stray out too far, any of the pioneers or parents on the edge of the group will drag them back in relatively quickly.
Tucker
Since this is
yeah.
something of a yearly thing, they seem to have this down pat for the most part, except for maybe, say, the 1 or 2 new parents that have to deal with, well, rambunctious children that don't want to listen.
Tucker probably just keeps an eye on whichever kids seem the most rambunctious then. Just in case an extra bit of help is needed.
Well, the help is appreciated whenever you give it. I was gonna say for a minute, so did Ralph become a hot dog bun and Rise a hot dog?
What?
No. I guess how we're gonna leave that statement.
What? There we
Because
go.
of the ears.
Oh. What? Oh, I think I get it. Because of Big Munchlax's ears.
Yep. In any case, the Doom Dice.
Determined a 6.
Yes. So, high up above, one of you ends up seeing a Pidgeotto. Just sort of wheeling around, watching the entire group.
Hmm.
Who is it?
Yeah, who sees it? Or shall we roll?
Oh,
Oh, what did you do?
everything is gone.
Alright. Stop. Don't press anything so I can undo it. Stop. Everybody stop. Stop doing anything. We're gonna do this. What exactly just happened, by the way?
Somebody move.
Do not do anything until I got it back to normal. Where'd everybody go? What did you guys do?
One more time.
Alright, one more time. Here we go. I gotta keep going until it fixes. Until it fixes. It won't fix, will it? It won't fix.
Can you just reload the previous save?
I guess so. Hold on. I saved a while back, but I guess this is really...
We haven't. It's not like we've done any XP.
Just make sure we have orange berries.
Oh, there it is.
I just reload the table. Do we have orange berries? No, we don't. So this is before orange berries. I saved before orange berries. Which also means that we probably have our money... Yeah, okay, so I'll just fix that.
Now, who did that? Hold up.
Well, time to make money piles again.
Okay.
No, the whole trap. No, I want to grab the whole thing. Alright.
Locked? How did it get moved?
Fixed. Zolbik did it, apparently. How'd you do that? From this distance. Sorry for the music died. That's the kind of consequence of this. I'll get it back up in a sec. Alright, and place that. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put it back in. There we go. Okay. So, I would love to know how that happened.
I feel like someone probably misclicked and put everyone inside of dungeon icon.
That's probably what happened. Would somebody mind checking around the board to make sure everything's back in order while I get things sorted as I'm doing? Let me get the music back up. Oh, I gotta get the picture again. Found a good picture. I don't remember where I got it. Hold on. Oh wait, it's probably right. I hate Firefox's history function. I much prefer Chrome's. Oh, there we go. I got it. Okay, just let me see something. Yeah, the board was locked, so I don't know how it was possibly dragged into a bag. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's see. Okay, everybody has their berries. I fixed the money. Which means the only thing left is, well, let's get the music back up. Perhaps more safety saves more often. Yeah, I guess so. I just don't expect things like that to happen. But I can do more saves.
Unusual.
Normally, we don't have giant disasters like that happen on the table, so... At least the tablet hasn't broken today. that's one thing that's the case, anyways. All right, got everybody back in. All right, cool. I guess let's reposition people again. Right. Sorry about that, stream goers.
Apologies, that was unusual.
I wasn't even near the mat when everything broke, so I know I'm not responsible, by the way. Does anybody know what happened? One of you had to have done something.
It feels like everything ended up getting selected and then moved it.
It's like such a big thing that somebody clearly did it. The only thing I can think of is like maybe there's a particular shortcut key. How about this? Would everybody mind do me a little favor? Everyone on the table? Little favor. Menu, configuration, controls, and anything that you see that you don't use, click it, and then hit escape to delete the key, if you don't mind. If you do not have a use of it, or you think it's something that you could break, just click it and hit escape for me. There's quite a few commands you can do via letter keys that can break things, so yeah. It could be a problem with TTS itself since time turning back. I don't know why turning back time didn't fix it. This is true. Normally that would always fix it. Also, since the mat was locked, somebody would have had to unlock it and then drag it, which kind of seems impossible. But actually, the main thing I would suggest removing is the lock key. Because that key, that's preventing things from moving around and stuff, and I think that's our biggest issue. So just everybody remove your lock key. Unless you're me, because I actually need to use it. But
There we go.
because usually I lock things on the table so that can't happen. But if somebody bumps the L key, that undoes my work, basically.
I think you can set objects as completely non-interactable so that they can't be unlocked. But just having everyone remove their lock hotkey is just as effective.
Oh, you're probably right. I don't know everything about TTS. But, yeah.
For some reason, the dungeon tile thing does not show up.
What do you mean? You mean this?
No, I mean the bag full of the dungeon bits.
Thing
You
underneath
mean the thing underneath Blaze?
Yes.
You mean this? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do you see it?
It's fine for everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is,
Then
however,
never-
slightly weird. Here, you know what? This might help you see it. Let me do a thing. Oh wait, I can't do
Don't
that
worry.
thing. Okay.
Don't worry about it. If it's fine, then I don't mind.
Can you interact with it?
Yes, I can interact with it. I was just concerned because I didn't see a visual.
Probably is a graphical glitch that'll fix next time we load for you.
Okay. All is well. Continuing onward.
Whew, okay, let me save. Finally. There we go. Okay. Anyways, there's a Pidgeotto overhead. The Doom dice roll that Riley did. There's a Pidgeotto overhead monitoring everything. And you said that one of us noticed it, but you didn't specify who noticed it. Should we do a roll?
Go ahead.
Okay.
just a singular roll.
What are we rolling?
Yep.
Just a single roll? Okay.
Just insight.
Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. We're doing more than a single roll. Ignore... Oh, wait, actually, that is my insight, so whatever.
I also only have a single insight. Don't worry, I'm also incompetent.
You are, yes.
My face is full of lizard. It's fine.
Yep, my face is full of wonderful purple.
Evidently not.
Well, unfortunately, neither of you has the passive perception, quote, / insight in order to figure out it's there. You all are busy with various things. Tucker is busy trying to look after children. Brooke is busy...
Being Brooke.
Yes, being Brooke. I'm not quite sure what Brooke is doing. Ralph is busy hanging on to Rise, basically for dear life.
Let's do that
And-
fix again.
And Riley is full of lizard.
Yes.
I forgot to do this. There's a trick to it.
After a few moments,
There we
there
go.
is the piercing avian cry from above, and the Pidgeotto sweeps down really close, just above your group, and then wheels away, flying off into the distance.
Loud.
Yes, very loud. I can't recreate that noise.
I would
There.
Please no. Don't break everybody's ears.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
If they want to hear an eagle screech, they can go look it up.
I don't know how you did this, Ralph. You do it again.
Whoa, what was that?
Might well, me messing with that might well be what happens.
Actually true.
Sometimes the models are really good.
Oh, yeah, physics glitch. That could make sense. Alright,
Oh dear. Pardon
Alright,
my yawn.
that's alright, though.
And sometimes the models are kind of hard to click on when you have two next to each other.
Yeah. If you do it off, you know, honestly, any sort of thing where we set that up should be done on the playfield where there's no mat underneath, probably. Like here. But yeah.
Anywho, I already took away my stuff for that.
Okay.
That was just a scent. Fangoro sighs, several napping children waking up and complaining. Just means we're going in the right direction. We got lucky. It could have been a Firo.
See, the 6 was good, guys.
I don't fear Rose.
New pictures.
You're so lucky I cannot punch you.
You wouldn't punch me because I'm holding Rising. You don't want to.
Trust me, Rise has got nothing to worry about compared to you.
This amuses me.
It's cute. And derpy.
Love it.
Alright, someone else roll a doom die.
That's someone else. I was gonna go do it again.
Rolled. 4.
4, you say.
Mm-hmm.
We win.
No, you don't. So, another hour passes. You come across this strange outcropping where there's some notably sort of spiky edged rocks. They're all sort of clustered in within short distance of each other. They're raised just slightly off the ground. They're very weird. They're semi-flat in shape with bits on top.
Plateaus.
Oh, no. These are not nearly sized enough to be plateaus.
They're like rock, like boulders then,
Yes, they are boulders.
but flat on top. Well, we were warned about messing with things the mysterious things that could explode.
Sucks.
So Tucker remembers this and is mindful of the fact. That said, he can't help but be a bit curious. And probably will sniff towards them.
Oh, I can't do anything. My hands are full.
Tucker. Sniffing towards the rocks.
From a safe.
Saving my day.
From a safe but sniffable distance. Yeah, that works.
Sniffable distance. Got
Yes.
it. Give me insight, survival, nature.
Okay.
You sniff. You sniff as you slowly step closer within a body length away. And you smell what I can only equate to be the smell of gunpowder. And sulfur. And as you take one more step, the nearest rock stirs and shakes back and forth with a grumbling, grunting noises. It rises up. This huge turtonator grumbling about you being in its territory.
Oh.
Do I have...
I need to remember what Pokemon this is, actually.
It's an Alolan Pokemon.
There it is. I got it. Ah, okay. Yeah, I forgot about this guy.
Yes.
Well,
Its shell blends in rather nicely with the reds of the canyon.
Tucker would tuck his tail and lower his head and immediately start to back up very quickly to show basically like, I'm not encroaching on your territory.
Give me... Give me cute contest perform
Okay.
to appear non-threat.
Also, for those that don't know what a Turtonator is, like me, I will provide a picture. Oh god, that was not what I meant to copy.
Close enough.
Oran berries, that's what they look like. Also, that was not a good roll, damn.
And it starts to step ponderously towards you. Slow, though. Not exactly the kind of thing that you want after you. And its cry causes the other boulders in the outcropping to start stirring and rising up.
Uh-oh. Hold just this moment. Where is it? If anybody sees it, point it out. I think I'm in the right bag. Wait, no, wait, what I'm doing? Wait, do we have the models for that? Do we have the models for some... I don't remember.
No, sadly not.
That's right, there aren't any yet, for some reason. Okay, never mind then.
I'm afraid that there will be many encounters.
It's fine. Actually, I should probably double check that later and see if he has actually brought any models for those yet. But, it's fine.
So,
Here's what it looks like for everybody
Riley.
not aware. That guy.
Riley, Brooke, Ralph, you all start hearing this chorus of
Tucker just runs right back.
Awaken. As the Turtonators awaken and start gathering towards Tucker.
Oh no. Wait, is Tucker surrounded or did he back off the Tucker?
No, Tucker's not surrounded. There's room to back off, but they are coming after you now.
Lumbering towards, I suppose. That's not ideal. Tucker, like, sneaks several glances back at specifically his team, but also kind of the group in general. Not entirely sure what to do. It's a lot of big turtles.
Regroup, Tuck. Safety in numbers.
Tucker does so immediately, staying right by Brooke's side.
Those things don't look good to tackle, and the Metronome might be a smidgen dangerous on a crowded cliffside, so I'll let you guys handle this one.
I wouldn't touch those things if I were you.
Yes,
Rice
yeah.
cracks open one eye.
Rice is not
Yeah,
giving a shit.
yeah, Ralph was right. He's like, yeah, those don't look good to tackle.
He even Rice thinks I'm right.
Wait a minute.
My arms are full of lizard. My options are limited.
I should have sworn I had. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid.
Hmm.
I just remember that the Gen 7 pack has a different icon than all the Gen 1 through 6 packs this guy made. So I completely passed it by. I actually do have the model for this. I just forgot.
Oh, okay.
Is this it? I think this is it. Is that it? That's it.
Yep, it's tiny though.
I kind of forgot this. There we go.
Oh, well then it should probably, instead of being it should be
At this
That's
rate.
lizard's noise.
Let's see. How big are these things, anyways?
They're big. That's appropriate.
It really is appropriate, actually. All right. We don't have a lot of space on the. I just rolled the mat. Kind of ran out of space on the mat. Hold on. Who's? All right. That's fine.
Riley, why is it noisy?
Okay, to do a quick summary. We're on the road, and there's some giant angry turtle things that may or may not want to murder us. Don't worry about it, though. We got it covered.
Wait, where are we?
Oh, all right. They
Somewhere
face this way.
between town and Sea Spray. I'm walking for like a couple hours.
Lizard blinks and then their eyes go wide.
Are we in Rusty Canyon?
Yes?
And Lizard just starts squeaking and making noises, clinging to Riley, looking panicked.
Oh.
Hey, can
And
I rub his
they
back
see
to
the
comfort?
Turtonate- And then they see the Turtonators and they're like, ah, the landmines!
Oh no, landmines.
Run away! And Lizard is essentially at this point clinging to Riley's head, swinging back and forth.
Can I? Oh god! Can I attempt to get him back in my arms so I can rub his back and comfort him?
There may not be
Grapple check.
grapple check.
Grapple check. I should probably just have a freaking hotkey. Just roll for grapple at this point. Don't worry, I'm really good at grappling.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I'm pretty good at grappling.
it's good enough for. I'm sure that's good enough.
You just hug Lizard. Hug and squish.
Don't worry.
It
we
essentially forces Lizard to calm down. Hey Liz, calm down. We're all here. It's safe, Burke says, despite the closing in Turtonators.
How many are there?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Oh, that's a lot. It's
Okay,
kinda
we got an entire like army of pioneers. I think we got the edge of numbers despite that.
Yeah, that's fair. Aim for the
Hey.
stomach, huh? Oh, I see why.
All of you just back off. Let the other pioneers handle it.
Okay.
They like to explode if you get friendly.
Well, Ralph's
remind.
got a duty to keep holding Rise, so he's going to dutifully attend to that.
I gotta keep this lizard safe, so I'm going to retreat to a safe distance and watch the metaphorical or literal fireworks.
Actually, can any of you hit one from a distance? Middle of the
depends.
shell, pref.
Can I use a force palm at a distance? This is a contestant to Yukai.
You could, but your arms are full.
Don't worry, he's clinging to me now, and I could use only one arm.
I could potentially use an attack from a distance, but
Tucker,
I'm just imagining Ralph trying to lick from a distance and then just moving forward until he's right up next to one, licks it, and it explodes.
spicy. Tucker almost speaks up to say that he can, but then remembers, oh yeah, he doesn't have that right now.
Well, Ralph was referring to metronome.
Yeah.
That could. It is like, oh.
It's like a 50% chance to not be ranged. You might like punch Brooke with like a comet punch or something.
I can try to shoot a water gun at one, Brooke says. That'll work. They're part fire, part rock, if I'm remembering. That should make them angry enough. What do you think, Blaze? Wouldn't be the first time we got fireworks on our way to the ranch.
Alright, can I hold Lizard in one arm, and then force palm at one that Brooke's not targeting with the other arm?
You can attempt, but I will impose the normal multi-action disadvantage, which is -2 to your accuracy roll.
This is fine, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Watch
you can-
this.
Brooke, you may roll
Shit.
accuracy on water.
I shouldn't ever use that line. I always roll poorly after I say it.
You're learning.
Oh, this fun.
That would look pretty fun. It was a good roll.
And it hits.
Yay!
So, Riley tries to force palm one from a distance. Doesn't really get much aura going because it's still relatively early and he's more busy holding Lizard.
I'm comforting the lizard in one hand.
But Brooke fires off this water gun and hits the Turtonator square in the shell. It makes its weird honking noise, and then its shell explodes. And there's some shrapnel that scatters, and some of it, for the nearest one, nearly catches you guys. There's
Oh.
these sharp shards of rock that thunk into the ground near your feet. And the explosion chain reacts with another one, and another one, and another one, and then the last one. Until there's just showers of pebbles scattering over the group of pioneers. Cool! Brooke cheers. A couple of the more experienced pioneers clap at Brooke's marksmanship.
Tucker speaks
A
up
few of
and...
the-
Oh, go ahead.
A few of the others just sort of snicker. Some of the newer ones are watching wide-eyed. Same with the children. Though not all of the parents are as enthused.
Tucker, since he decided to stay front row, not because he could help, but just because he wanted to stay by Brooke's side in case something happened, is a little bit fucking spooked by the explosions. You could say mildly shell-shocked. Lol pun. But once the dust clears, he does, though slightly dazed, look towards Brooke and say, "Wow, that was really good." Guess they are landmines.
Of course, Brooke says with a thumbs up. I'm the best.
Brooke's the best leader.
Tucker,
I'll say that to Pango's face.
Tucker wags in agreement.
Hmm.
Give it a quick nudge to Brookside.
Well, that wasn't half bad. Next time, see if you can take them down without making them explode. The Turtonators are, by the by, okay. They just don't have their shells anymore. And since they don't have their shells, they just start scuttling off. They can't hope to take on such a large group without the explosive firepower of their shells.
God, two new images and I love them both, but I'm seeing a theme here. I'm very quotable today.
Okay. There. Is that possible? Oh boy.
That possible? Sounds hard. It is. It usually entails knocking them out before they realize you've hit them. Rise, stop holding the recruits to your standards of impossibility. And get out of Ralph's arms, you're not that tough. But it's early.
Fine. Hey, you're Jingo, I don't mind.
Of course he doesn't. Tucker's curiosity continues. He's actually going to poke over to the remains of the shells to see if there's anything interesting about them.
For the most part, aside from the fact that they are hot and still, like, smoking, a lot of it is sedimentary and igneous rock, much like the surrounding canyon. So they may just develop their shells from their surroundings.
Tucker sniffs and is satisfied. There is nothing useful out of what is left, but he learned something. Field trip. Learning.
I'm aware, by the way, Beerus, of all these things.
What's Beerus doing? Oh,
He's fact-checking me. And he is within his right to fact-check me. I'm just doing things flavorfully.
Look, PMD changes stuff from the main games anyways, if you consider. A lot of stuff gets reworked, so hey, you know what?
The
There
other
have
thing
not-
is, Pangoro also told Brooke to specifically hit the shell.
Also, there has been debate about Pokemon acting differently in different areas of the world. After all, Galarian Zigzagoon gets to evolve into Obstagoon. So, you know. In this Rusty Canyon, these guys are a little more landmine-like, perhaps. Might have something to do with the rocks.
Galar is the only place you can find furry Gene Simmons.
Darn it. Alright. Somebody else roll Doom Dice that is not Riley or Tucker.
Oh, Brooke was in the
Alright. Well, after another 2 hours that are thankfully relatively uneventful, aside from a brief ration breakfast, the Pidgeotto wheels around again. It seems to be watching from rather high above. This time it's not so hard for you guys to spot since you know what to be looking out for.
Tucker pays attention to where it flew from, if he can, and where it flies over to afterwards, if it leaves again.
Well, when it leaves, it sort of heads off in the direction you all are heading, which happens to be south-southeast. Next couple hours, you see a building in the distance, and there's a sort of brownish expanse around the building, or on the ground. And when you all pass onto it, you realize it's a light layer of dirt and mud as opposed to stone.
Imagine it's slightly more pleasant to walk on than stone. Stones are probably hot.
Ah.
Well, you'd find that warm mud can still be unpleasant to walk.
It's probably less unpleasant than burning rocks.
Fair. But thanks to the cool breeze coming up from the ocean, it's not so bad around here.
Let's see it.
Alright, everyone. Angoro sighs. We're about ready to get to the halfway. We'll rest here. Help out Mudbury as usual. And then be on our merry way.
Was that last word tomorrow? Because you cut out.
Yeah, tomorrow. Sorry.
It's okay.
This is pretty cool. I really like the mud braze. Mud braze.
Now,
New song, by the way, for those who wanted to add.
Oh.
I already put it in, but I'm just letting the other. I'm just realizing I didn't let us other players know that you could switch the music to Mudbray's Ranch under locales if you want to.
New images.
Okay, I'll get to it.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. Hey, can I do that? Can I just use Aura to make freaking shoes for myself?
Oh my god, there are a lot of. Okay.
so by the time you all finally reach what is essentially a farmhouse building made of clay and mud, it's neat.
That's for Max, apparently.
Essentially, adobe housing. There's some wooden structure to it as a basis, but for the most part, it is, made of the surrounding rock and clay, and obviously mud. But by the time you get to this, oh dear lord, get to this building, it's already midday. And high above the building, that you notice thanks to another piercing screech, is the Pidgeotto, just circling around. I heard. I always get visitors around this time of year. You hear this voice from inside the building. And a series of clopping noises inside. Also, I'm going to put the leaders away for now because they take space.
Yeah, they do, don't they? They're obviously there. So. I thought this map was plenty big for this sort of thing.
Tubby, why are you searching in the Game Boy?
Oh, just at what we. The few of the models are in here and not in the.
Oh, yeah, they should all end up in the Game Boy when they're being put aside, in case we need them again. I'm currently trying to pull Mudbray, though. Where the hell? Oh, there he is. Fan team.
Oh, I was going to say,
By the way, great voice, by the way. Not a Mudstell, a Mudbray. Yeah, I thought we did too, but we don't, so,
Why are y'all taking shit out?
I'm
don't
not
ask me.
putting them
I'm not doing
into
it.
the Game Boy. They were in the trash bin. I'm putting them in the.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, why were they in the trash?
Who knows? Probably me or something. I don't know. I don't put that many away, but I might have done that by accident.
I don't think go back in.
Because I was just searching
Because
in
I'm
there.
searching, sorry.
The same reason that we couldn't put things back when you were searching in there.
Yep. I don't know how big these guys are, but I'm gonna assume like that size.
Okay, there we go.
Whoosh.
Yeah, that's about right. They're not particularly large.
They're not
Also,
the
I'm
final
sorry I
evolution.
swore it.
It's okay. Again, it's alright.
I love the
Seriously.
music, by the way.
You like it?
The ranch music.
It's good. Let me get a ranch picture. So, also a little extra flavor detail. This ranch exists on basically the top edge of one of the canyon plateaus. So basically, it's overlooking one of the ravines in the canyon, if I recall.
Yes, it does.
So, kind of very scenic location.
It's The farmhouse building itself is indeed up against the, what would essentially be a cliff facing for the gorge, overlooking it, and more distant, flatter land between, in between the gorge halves, I suppose. But by this building is essentially a large barn house, as well as weirdly enough, a fenced-in area where there's just some mareep grazing on patches of grass that happen to have grown in the mud.
Oh god. I remember last time we encountered some sheep in a farm. Have you seen that picture, guy? I sent it to you.
Don't remember this, but... Huh.
Here.
Try to find a good ranch picture for the little thing.
And there's this mudbray that comes out of the house. And without even bothering to look at the group, turns its head. Now shut up and get back to patrol. Bothering old man on his ranch before guests arriving. And all my supplies are ready. Stamping a hoof, Mudbray snorts and shakes his head. Finally, giving the rather large group of pioneers his attention. Whoa! Awful lot of this year. I'm guessing that's why they have the stick in the mud organizer along. Blaze just grouches.
A mud race, stick in the mud, good one. I like it. I like it.
Well, we have plenty of room for all of you. And those of you not inclined to stay in the house, or if we run out of room, like usual, the barn has plenty of space. Alright, everyone. Those of you that know the drill, go to where you want to go. Mudbray will try to accommodate you, but be respectful. Pangoro sets down the children that have been clinging to him. They just start running off. So, there doesn't seem to be much fear as the children start to go running and playing. At least those that do run off. And several groups of the pioneers grab their bags and they filter into the building or head off towards the barn as is their wont. Now then, what new recruits have you brought me today, Pangoro? Oh, how good it feels to be called by my...
Riley will just glare at the Munchlax.
That's Riley's pastime at this point.
Basically, I can't punch him.
Right, stop being rude. Good evening, old man Mudbray. I am not old. You just called yourself old. Besides the point. Now stop laying all over one of the guests. You're one of the leaders, ain't you?
What was that again? Ralph, you were really dying there.
Am I coming out?
You were,
yeah.
Yes. I got some images. I'll take a look, guys.
Something taking up a lot of bandwidth.
Oh, that's really pretty. What about this one? Yeah, you know what? That one wins. Thank you very much. You did an excellent job, Rocky.
Alright, there we go. That should be better.
Oh, you've shown me that one.
I mean, there's no trucks, but ignore that.
Is that to me, Car?
Yes, that was to you, Eragon.
Isn't it great? I love this picture. It makes me giggle.
Don't make me reenact it.
Oh, God! Leave him alone.
Okay. I'm carrying him to get...
See? He's fine with it.
So,
Well, I'm not.
so-
You're one of the organizers. Stop taking advantage of your poor recruits. I've made you do farm work before. I'll make you do it again, pussycat. Stubborn as a mule. Stubborn as a mudbray. Get the saying right, you silly cat. Fine. I suppose I'll go pester your Pidgeys. You leave my Pidgeys alone! No. And Rise just extricates himself from Ralph and begins to make his way towards the barn. And I understand, Kyrio. That's kind of why I move things along a bit.
Yeah, it's all good.
Farm work? Brooke asks, what sort of things do you grow here? Well, that's a pretty good question. Don't grow much. Grow Maryroll, Pidgey eggs, if you're so inclined. Other than that, not a whole lot unless you're like that Larvitar there, who just likes to eat mud. And yes, the Larvitar is just rolling around in the mud, having the time of their life.
Nice. Well, that's no good. Eggs. It's been a long time since I had eggs. I don't think I had any since I arrived. Oh, do you guys know how to make an omelet?
I sure do.
Oh, that's great. I know it's in the middle of the day and all, but I think we have an omelet for lunch because, like, we only had the trail rations here, and I don't have lunch left. I need more than trail rations.
Understandable. Can't believe they didn't have Rise feeding everybody along the way. But I guess it was just easier on him. He looked awful tired, much as I gave him a hard time.
Between you and me, that kind of killing guy, it was really kind of great carrying him. It's great.
The Mudbray gets this sort of smug look over his face, and you can kind of see the wrinkles on it, kind of like the wrinkles you would get if you smushed clay a bit. So, Pokemon are the farmers and the livestock. That seems kinda weird, Rook mutters to himself. Well, Sonny, maybe it's a little weird to you, but you might come from some other continent for all I know. Around here, I give them protection, I give them shelter, some food, and, well, in return, I get wool, I get eggs, and, well, possibly other resources out of it. And I tend to sell to Sea Spray and Safari. He's got a point. Blaze smiles, just sort of waving his clipboard around, since he seems to still have that on him.
I'm convinced this blew through his hand at this point.
Tucker also considers it a little weird, but actually is kind of fascinated by the concept, and also interested on the mention of eggs.
Riley will
Yeah,
put the lizard down and let him run free.
the lizard sticks very, very close to Riley.
This is fine. I will rub the top of his head.
It seems to vaguely assuage whatever fears Lizard has.
Just tell him
Yeah,
there's no landmines here, it's fine.
So landmines.
Well, Brooke says, yeah, I'm kinda new around here. Sounds like a good deal, though. Brooke smiles. Sure is. Now, if only that middle tank would come and live here. He stamps his hoof again. I could sell her milk to a bigger market. Sell to Sea Spray all the time. But she's just stubborn as I am.
Oh, we had a spa bath in the milk. Oh, it was great, and I drank it afterwards, and it was very good.
Christ almighty, that's disgusting.
He did, though.
Mudbray Mudbray, of all things, gives Ralph a weird. I will never understand townsfolk. Anyway, feel free to make yourselves at home in my barn or the house. I mean, if there's any room.
Yeah, Ralph's gonna go in the house and attempt to get that on.
Take your time and explore as you like, and don't mind old Pidgeotto up there. Mudbray nods up towards the sky. Pidgeotto's the sentry around here. We've got some fearsome Spearow and other nasty types wandering around the Rusty Canyon top. So he helps keep the barn safe, so we can lock up and keep the rest of the Pidgeys safe and sound from the predators.
Yeah, speaking of, I guess, fighting predators, you mind if I ask you kind of maybe would be a personal question?
Sure.
Well, you seem on the more experienced side of things. Well, how come you haven't, evolved into a mudstill yet?
Evolve? Fangoro, ain't you taught these kids how things work around here yet? I have told them everything necessary, old man Mudbray. I promise. Like I'm gonna believe that. And he does the sort of old farmer thing of spitting off into some unknown quarter.
So,
As it stands, I probably could have evolved a long time ago. Don't feel like it. No need to. Don't need that kind of horsepower.
That's a good move. Out of character, that's a darn good move, actually.
New image.
Besides, as things stand, my nephew's already won. The where he got off to, I have no idea. Went down into the canyon a couple days ago. Didn't come back. I'd be worried, but he's thick as an adobe brick. Pretty sure he'll be fine.
Riley's just gonna rub under his chin for a moment.
Alright. Okie dokie. Right, onward to the kitchen.
Mudbray is going to clop around in a circle and head inside to tend to, well, what is essentially a bed and breakfast.
Yeah, even though it's midday.
Look, breakfast is good at any time of the day.
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah, I work at a place that is more famous for their breakfast. And, people come in to the wire wanting breakfast. At 11, people are like, "You're still serving breakfast, right?" And we're like, "Unfortunately." Well,
Sounds like any fast food place that serves breakfast.
Well, the people actually talking to them can't say "unfortunately," but me in the back, where no one can hear me, I can.
Wait, people are judging you again, Karserus. I don't know why. Hold on. I'm gonna study something.
They think he's got the evolutions backwards.
No,
No?
I don't.
He doesn't.
Okay,
Yes.
everyone, I need to inform you of something that even the anime made very clear. Pokemon don't have to evolve in order to age. Some Pokemon get old as first stage evolutions. It's even shown in one episode that there is a very old Trico. Evolution is a triggered event, one that in both game and anime, it's basically proven that combat, conflicts, and generally challenge and survival are what cause evolution.
Yeah.
I should also add on to that in the PMD world, it is actually harder for Pokemon to evolve typically than in the main series. So this plays up even more importantly than it would in the main series.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ralph just got done asking about that. Pay attention, guys. Ralph just asked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People were confused after that question, which was the weird thing. But now it should be cleared up.
Ash gets the Pokemon leave with unevolved Pokemon because he's a bad trainer.
Hey, he's a champion
also-
now. Shut up.
Also, yeah, it doesn't stop him from being a bad trainer.
Finally, we say it. After all these years, our boy from Pallet Town finally made it.
But yeah, just
What was
because
that?
Mudbray's nephew is evolved doesn't mean that, you know, I got it backwards. It's just that the nephew ended up evolving.
Mhm.
And since this is the PMD verse and how it works particularly in the Plains continent, it is possible to evolve without the Cave of Mirrors, but it's just not common.
What episode was the anime? Of the anime was that Ask Poizaz? Actually, Redeemed Kibble asked the question.
I don't remember.
I don't. I think Beerus remembers. I think Beerus shared me the episode at one point, if I recall. So, Beerus
It was
here,
pretty early on,
Ask
whichever
him.
it was.
In any case, before we stop for the night, because unfortunately we'll have to,
Mhm.
is
Oh,
there anything at all you guys would like to know? Any questions or concerns or things about the ranch, Mudbray, your surroundings, activities you would like to do?
Yeah, Tucker might end up doing something next session. How's the ranch laid out exactly? What's it got on it?
It's got the farmhouse, it's got the penned area where the Mareep graze, it's got the barn, which is actually larger than the farmhouse.
Makes sense.
The farmhouse is 2-story. It's got a broader lower level and a slightly smaller upper level that has a deck outside.
Mhm.
That just happens to have like a canopy over it. And of course, there is the lip of the gorge, which isn't recommendable to stand near. But if you do go near it, there is a switchback trail towards the back of the house that leads down into the gorge, which is probably where Mudbray's nephew went. Other than that, there's just the vast expanse of mud and earth that belongs to Mudbray, essentially. It doesn't look like he properly grows anything, but it just could be that you're not seeing it at the moment.
It grows something that grows underground, like potatoes or turnips.
Something that likes the mud, perhaps, like, yeah, a root vegetable or something could grow in those conditions.
Beans.
Beans.
Not the beans.
But yes, Tucker will probably end up next session probably going to poke around and see the Mareeps and stuff, because now he's kind of curious about the whole, like, they're again the same thing that Brooke addressed. The Pokemon are farmers and livestock in a way at the same time.
Yeah, Ralph will probably be pretty interested in talking to the Marie. Like, so is it a sweet gig? How many meals do y'all get a day? Do y'all get medical?
What's the health insurance like?
Well,
God.
speaking of helping out around the ranch, in particular, some of the grass-type pioneers are helping grass regrow around the penned area, since it had been sparse when you all arrived, which seems to delight the Mareep.
I suppose you could use, like, leech seed on the mud and be like, don't eat it for, like, a few seconds for the leech seed effect to wear off.
Maybe.
Actually,
And some of the rock and ground types are helping till the mud and earth in a further off section, it looks like.
Yeah, I was thinking Ralph could use his strength to do that if Hose.
actually, Tucker would probably keep an eye/ear out to something he could do to help, considering, well, hospitality and being able to stay, you know. He's not sure what he could do, though. He doesn't exactly have any really special abilities. Oh, what's this? Return to the Larvitar's page.
Yes, because I needed to look at Larvitar. I didn't realize what the picture was at first.
No, I don't blame you. I'm kind of confused by the eye area, too.
It's adorable.
It's adorable. I'm just confused about the eye. What is the bubble? What's the bubble?
It's supposed to be cute and huge.
Oh, okay.
Well, you never know. There may be other reasons for water type to be useful around here. After all, I did say the buildings were mostly made of earth and clay with some wood foundation to them.
Well, honestly, you could probably, like, refill some water trials and stuff, too. I mean, come on.
Well,
You make more mud!
Yes, Brooke
Yeah,
can
it's
make
more
more
mud.
mud.
I imagine Brooke would be okay in the mud, after all. Tucker is just doing his best not to get, ridiculously muddy like that last time. But he doesn't mind walking around the mud.
Unfortunately, being around here, you're going to get muddy. So Brooke and other water types in the Pioneers, of which there are a couple, not many, but a couple, they'll be busy helping clean people off along the way to Sea Spray.
But Tucker accepts it. I mean, it's not, at least it's not getting rained on this time.
And if nothing else, Mudbray can probably have you all do something.
well,
Oh dear,
Well,
that sounds
smart.
sinister. Anyway. Free experience all around.
nice.
How much?
3.
Okay.
How much does Lizard get?
Lizard gets the lizard amount.
The Lizard amount?
The lizard amount, okay. Well, you should know what that is, dude. You're a Charmander.
500 XP. Max out his stats.
I'm sorry, everyone. I know this was a bit of a shorter session and there were technical difficulties, but
When are
we
they
made it
not?
through. And also, we're tired and Kyrio does need to do food.
Mm-hmm. Actually, this wasn't really a shorter session since we started about 7:20, I'd say. And
Around 7.
We've had about 3 hours and some other minutes. So, around 3.5 hours.
Unfortunately, I may have dragged out the initial bit of things at Savan Town. Because I
Again,
had originally planned
Yeah.
for us to get to Sea Spray, but it didn't happen.
actually, I'm kind of glad. I do want I'll spend a little time in Mudbray's Ranch. It's not bad. Dude, remember, it's okay not to rush things. And also, Mudbray's Ranch is kind of an interesting place. And you do a great voice for it, by
Yeah.
the way.
I like. Yeah, I quite like this area. I'm excited to like explore and do stuff.
Also, when you rush a journey, it doesn't really feel like a journey. So having this checkpoint be a place where we stop by and hang out a bit at, and then we actually get to Sea Spray next, it makes it more worthwhile to get to Sea Spray if it takes a bit of time.
I
So-
get
Yeah.
to hang out with Lizard
I did-
more.
I did speed along a couple hours. I should have probably had maybe one more event, but yeah, you guys encountered living lands, and the Pidgeotto already encountered it twice.
Yeah, and you know, giving Ralph actually have extended contact with Rise.
Rise was being lazy. It wasn't even that he was sleepy after a point, he was being lazy.
It makes no difference to Ralph. This is also pretty cool because I'm not sure how many people are aware, but the Mudbray line is actually my favorite of the Gen 7 ones.
I had no idea that.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good Pokemon. It's
I like
just a shame you get it rather late.
Also, I think Tucker is secretly glad that nobody minds that he disturbed the landmines. He will not stop sniffing things, probably. Buys a playing contest to make everything... Did you actually do that? Oh, you did. Well, how much experience does Brooke get for doing that?
Clues. That's 8.
For what?
Or not experience, level.
2.
2? Okay.
What did Brooke do?
It's got everything at 2 points.
Buys a playing contest. Yes. He got everything to 2 points, if you noticed.
Ah, very balanced.
Very balanced fighter
I
here.
feel like it's probably good for a leader to be somewhat balanced.
Yay. As all things should be.
Now you gotta get 2 in all of your specialties.
Oh god. That'll take a while.
Yeah, but it won't take as long as everything else.
Sure.
Hmm.
And you gotta get 2 primal.
It's true.
No.
You gotta get another point in logic. Speaking of points, when do I get my 4th instinct point, Kai? I've been at 3 for ages.
And you're gonna stay at 3 for ages.
Why?
Because 4 gives you access to a lot.
It doesn't even give me access
Does
to a
it?
lot. We've had this conversation. It gives me access to like 2 moves.
What did it give me access to?
One of them
at
is
3.
Screech.
I'm at 3 too. Where's the instinct page? I don't remember. Oh wait, that's not in this. That would be ever. This. Beauty start or lost causes. Hey, you're beautiful in your own way, bro.
Oh, I am the most beautiful being in the universe.
really.
I got 3 points
Now-
in beauty.
Okay, well fair.
Brooke may not be the most physically or mentally the words, please. Brooke may not be quote unquote beautiful. Brooke may not even be quote unquote smart. But Brooke is charismatic. And Brooke knows how to do things right. Most of the time.
That's why Lilligant loves him so much.
Lilligant loves him because pulchritude, that's a new word.
Wait a minute. I forgot that when you get more instinct, that affects what you can learn or what you automatically have, I guess.
Yes, it does.
I don't think that changes anything for me, but still, I forgot about this. But yes, I see why it's so valuable, because like when you hit level 4, you can learn anything 45 or less XP. You can know. So for instance, for Tucker, that would mean a takedown, embargo, taunt, scary face, assurance, swagger, and roar would all become moves I'd learn.
Yeah, it basically just gives me Screech and I think Retaliate.
God, that would give me a lot of moves. Holy shit. Alright, good night to you, Kyrio.
And I am also going to bed.
I'll talk to you a bit later, Kyrio. Alright, dear. I'll give you a snug, too, in a little bit.
Wow, genius.
But I guess that is indeed the end of the session. And next time, I suppose we'll be doing a few things around the ranch.
And hopefully nothing bad happens.
Well, hopefully. We'll have to see. But, yeah, session 19. Do you guys, let's see. It's down to Ralph and Carr, as usual. I don't know why I said that way. Tubby and Carr, hey. Guys, you got any party words for the stream goers before you end?
Thank you all for coming, and I'm glad you all put up with the technical difficulties and my apparent inability to speak.
And the kind of weird delayed start we had, because honestly, today wasn't really the best day for me, and also Eragon had a problem that frustrated him, and yeah. It's alright, though. But yeah, you guys have a good night, and I will see you guys, well, I guess Friday for Friday things. Probably Howler for an hour. I'm not sure yet, though. Actually, yeah, probably switch Howler for an hour. I'll probably do that. But yeah, you guys have a great night. And, of course, Pokerole will continue on October 2nd. That is apparently, that's 2 Wednesdays from now.
So tune in next time for another exciting episode of Pokerole. What was our exact name?
Oh, yes, and I can't forget, you know, Kar, you don't usually get the opportunity. Do you want to annihilate things I just saved?
Yes.
He was quick on that one. Face through the ground. Good night, everyone.
I spent 3 hours generating the enemy encounter list today, thinking that I would need it. What a fool I was. But at least I have it.
Well, we might go back through there, you know, on our own at some point.
Oh, you will.
That's
will.
technically a dungeon, but it's not really. We're not really doing a dungeon because we're in a group, so it's kind of more of a blaze path through sort of thing. So, good night, everybody.